Let me know.
You're live.
We're live.
Ooh.
Another Dark Figures podcast. This is number 3, 4. 3, 4. It's 3 for me.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard.
For those of you who are just checking in and you missed the intro or you're going to watch this video later, got a little taste of the old back in the day of Robert skateboarding.
Yeah,
back in the
intro,
day.
Yeah, it was me skateboarding.
It's nice to know you weren't a fruit booter.
Yeah, no, I was worse actually. I was a Rex skater at the Roller Kingdom.
Oh.
They had my photo up. It said Rexer of the Year. That is not
Rexer
true.
of the year.
That is all false. I did Rex skate. We do have Trent in the back, probably making fun of me. Where's my... Anyway,
You left it somewhere.
I know. It's right there. Trent, will you? So anyways, the cigarette on the top.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta have my oxygen, please. Okay. Thank you. So we have Trent from Fervence here. Did I say that right? Is it right?
Fervence.
See, dude, I always fuck that up every time.
I don't know what your problem is.
I can't read.
I was right.
Yeah, you were right. You were right, Mike.
All right, so say, what about your last name?
My last name?
Yep.
Odneal.
Odneal. See, there is the D.
Odneal.
Odneal. Here, let's get that mic close to you.
There you go.
Pull that.
Hello.
Get close.
Yeah.
Cuddle with it. Feel it.
All right. Well, welcome to the podcast, Trent.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
We're also
Absolutely.
waiting for Josh Mathis,
Yeah.
who's the drummer, and he's probably pulling up
Just
right now
Oh, it's
actually.
about time.
Party's gonna get started.
Party's gonna get wild.
Before we introduce Josh when he gets out of his vehicle, we just wanted to give a huge shout out to everybody who has been following us, watching the videos, listening to us on whatever platform you're catching us on. It's greatly appreciated. We love all the love that we're getting too, so
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, Delana
keep
Newman.
it coming.
Delana Newman, thanks for supporting. Also, I want to give a shout out to my wife, who's going to be having a birthday here next week. Actually,
Happy
it's
birthday?
Yeah. His birthday.
Yeah.
Is it next?
Oh God!
It
Did you
is
just say
next
is
week.
it next week?
No, it is next week. I just forgot what is this? Tuesday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah,
It's one of them.
it's one
Fridays.
of them days.
This is what happens. See, when we mix days like this. Anyways, Josh is here.
Hey.
Refrigerator.
Josh
Hello,
is here.
friends.
God, look at that beard, man. I'm
Thanks, man.
jealous.
Thaness.
Leonidas.
Welcome, buddy.
Believe it or not.
Dude, how did you get it not so gray? That's what I'm.
The gray's coming.
Is it there?
Oh yeah, it's there, brother.
Yeah?
It's coming.
Josh is
on
still
its way.
20.
I turned 31 next month.
Look at
Oh, okay. We're gonna do the age game. How old do you think Mike is over there?
yeah.
At
12.
least 48.
Oh,
Did he?
so
Oh my
close.
God.
Is that true?
That's the first one.
he knows.
Yeah. Oh,
You're not that old.
he's 47.
Are you 40? You're seriously?
47. Are you
Yeah,
48?
see,
Oh,
that's
you
like
look
27.
You just had your birthday.
Dude.
That's
You nailed
right.
it.
Hey,
That's not fair though. You
for
guys,
almost 50, you look good.
Yeah, buddy.
that's not fair. I just remembered you guys worked together. So
Yeah, yeah.
cheating.
It's been a long one, but we're here.
Oh, that is fucking tasty.
F and A.
I
Well,
cuss on this one.
welcome you guys.
Yes,
it's awesome to have
welcome.
you guys here.
Yeah,
Thank you for doing this with us.
Absolutely.
Sorry, dang.
of course.
Hell yes.
But so I mean, we got a lot to talk about. You know, we're huge fans of you guys, and I mean,
Huge
we've been
fans.
obviously Robert and Trent. You guys go way back to the
Yes.
Never Mute days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Josh, I think I've only known you for like,
Forever.
well, I guess it's not as long as these two,
Couple
but we've known
weeks.
each other for a while since you were in
Yeah.
Walkaway Alpha is when
Yeah.
we met.
Well,
so.
that's Trent as
Yeah,
well.
So,
Yeah, I was in that
yeah,
band, too.
and
Yeah,
you
We
were
used
in
to
there
share
too.
practice
So
together.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
this interwoven
Wait, no,
love
that
triangle
was,
that is.
that was later because we were playing with you guys before. I remember because
Yeah, way
you guys had another singer in Walkaway Alpha too.
We had a
Dude,
few
we
of
had
them.
like 7.
Yeah, but before Eric, I remember we were playing with. It was like, remember I was talking about how like
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
steals fucking
The web.
Eric. Dude,
The
the
web.
web.
Yeah, there was a year or two where Eric was in every band.
Dude,
like
yeah.
every metal band.
But
in
I
the
remember
scene.
we like played like it was like once a couple months, and we would play a show at the Alley, and then all of a sudden it was like, Eric's joining Walkway Alpha, and I was like, this motherfucker. All right, here goes another 10-year hiatus with Never Mute. And so we get another member, and we write another 2 songs.
That's right. So, I mean, you guys, we've been listening to you guys, and obviously you guys have played together and all that good stuff. And you guys are incredible artists, and that's why we wanted to bring you guys on here. And talk about where you guys come from, what you guys are all about. So, I guess let's start with Trent. So, originally, where are you from? From here?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Reno.
All
Grew
right.
up out in Cold Springs, and then kind of moved to the cities in high school. And then I moved to Carson for a while, graduated, moved back to Reno, and then started messing around in the scene out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you graduated Carson?
Yeah.
Then, huh?
Yeah, 2003,
right.
long time ago. Yeah.
Rough city, man.
Yeah,
Rough
it is,
city.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rough city.
I have
It
a
was crazy out there.
Dude, Carson. As soon as anybody want to go to Carson? Oh no, not me.
Heck no, dude.
That's where you go to get incarcerated.
Right.
What about you, Josh?
People from Detroit are just like,
Yeah,
fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Carson City.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was born and raised here.
Jeez. We got a bunch of local
everybody
boys
do.
here.
Yeah.
All of us.
Right. I love it.
I like it.
I've only ever lived out of Nevada I moved to Nebraska when I lost my mind for about 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
We've
won't
all
talk
been
about
there.
that.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah. Mine was
Yeah, I also
Laughlin.
I took a hiatus
Yeah.
into Minnesota.
Oh, ooh.
Actually, no. Sorry, it was Bullhead City, which is right across the river from Laughlin.
Oh,
The-
shit. That's even worse.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the shithole town. It was the shithole town across
That's
the river.
a crazy story, actually, because the how I got out there is it was Christmas, and my dad's like, "You want to take a trip to Long Beach?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I'll go with my dad. And it's gonna be real fun, And he's like, "I'm sure there's skate people out there." And we were driving around Long Beach, and one of my buddies who moved to Bullhead City like years before that, was just randomly walking down the street in Long Beach. And so I jumped out, and they're like, "You want to move with us to Bullhead City?" I was like, "Yeah, I ain't doing anything." I was 20.
Might as well.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I was like, "Sure." What are we gonna do? I'm gonna be a homeless guy for 3 months. And then my band at the time was pissed off because I left, and then so they bought me a plane ticket back. So I only lasted
So sweet
about
of
3
them.
months as
Hey.
well.
Sometimes it's all it takes.
That's
right.
it. That is it.
I was there for about 2 weeks, and I was like, "This is the wrong decision."
Yeah.
I completely fucked the bet on this one, boys.
Never,
Yeah.
never again. Never
Yeah.
again.
When you have a lot of time to sit around and think about,
yeah.
what the hell did I just do? It just happened way too quick.
And Reno's got that weird way of pulling people back.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's like,
They always come back.
Yep.
It really does.
it's like that Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, yeah.
They always
Valid,
come
actually.
back.
Oh,
All of them.
Isn't that what the movie's called? They all come
Yeah,
back. or
yeah, they all
something?
come
I haven't
back.
seen it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Misery.
It's pretty good. That one's a good
They
one
just
too.
break
That's
your
my
legs
life.
and then they just drag you back. You're gonna stay in this house and write this book.
It's kind of
Break
like
your
that
legs so
too.
You'll never leave. So, what's your guys' musical background? Like, how long ago did you guys start playing guitar, drums?
Do you want to go first?
My whole, I just basically signed up for a class in elementary school for middle school.
Yeah.
And I did that for my 2 middle school years. My freshman year of high school, I was in marching band. I was supposed to be in the pit, but one of the kids randomly quit. And there was 2 of us, and I remember my guy who ended up being my drum instructor, Brian Boydston, walked out, and he was like, "I need one of you to play bass drum." And the other kid was just like,
Those goes.
"No, not me." And I was like, "I'll do it. Let's go." And then I ended up meeting like some of my best friends, like Chris Portugal,
Oh yeah.
my Danny Humphrey, one of my best friends, Axel, who's in the military. He's out in Georgia right now. But yeah, some of my best friends I met there. And then I did a marching band for 4 years. So
So it was just drums, and you just started with drums. You just kept with that. Then,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, I never played.
It
Played
wasn't the
anything else.
clarinet or the recorder. 'Cause
No.
that's what my start
The
was.
kazoo.
Yeah.
I did have I played upright bass when I was in elementary school.
Oh, shit.
And then I had
You had to pick.
I had a teacher from the middle school that I went to came and stole it from me in this giant like concert we had, and then she ended up being my teacher for 2 years. And she was like, "Are you the little kid that I stole that bass from?" I was like, "I'm not little, dude. I'm like 6 foot already. Get off me."
Yeah. You're making this awkward.
Yeah.
I gave it to you. You didn't steal it.
Yeah, no.
Mine is sort of similar. I did like band in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I played trumpet all throughout those years of school. And then in high school, I think I started playing guitar when I was 14. Mm-hmm. My grandpa had a few guitars, and I would just dick around on them. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't really actually start taking it seriously until I was like 19 or 20. I would just tool around on the guitar. So
never no lessons or anything like that.
Nope.
Just
no,
self-taught.
all self-taught. Mm-hmm. I met the other guitar player in Walkaway Alpha when I was 19, and then we kind of just fed off of each other, and I got better pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then I plateaued, and I haven't gotten better since I was like 22.
You're being modest.
Still haven't got past those Lamb of God days.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, who was it was what's his name? I can't think of it. The guitar player.
Donovan.
Yeah. Dude, too many Donovans, I swear. I want to call him Dominique or something. Is that even right? Dom.
Yeah. Thought we were brothers.
No, but he's
call him Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie.
Oh yeah, he hated that. It's fucking
awesome. Another badass guitar player though.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
So who was writing most of it in Walkaway? Was you writing?
It was a bit of both of us, but I would say I would say like that's not really a sore subject, but Donovan would be the overseer and like kind of the architect of the ideas. I would just write riffs, and then he would put them together,
right,
and into like the ideas that we had in the songs and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say he was more of the driving force in that band than I was. And like Fervence is a lot different because I write most of the music,
literally
if
all
not
of it,
almost all of it.
All of it.
And I spent all week listening to Ghost and that EP. I gotta say, it's fucking great, you guys. What you guys are doing on there, and I've gone through your whole YouTube playlist, and I've just watched all your videos and the lyric video and all that good stuff, and I'm just blown away because it gives me huge nostalgia from like the mid to early 2000s. And like, I'm not one to say, like, oh yeah, that band sounds like this, because every band sounds like themselves, but man, it reminds me so much of my days of listening to Seosin. And I was like, God, it just like, it pulls on those heartstrings. And I'm like, man, this is fucking good. Because it's got everything you could ever want. It's got that driving, like you just want to bang your fucking head.
And then those melodic parts.
Yeah. But, what was the first song that you wrote on for that EP?
Funny enough is like the first song, there's two songs on that album that were originally going to be Walkaway Alpha songs. But we just couldn't really come to an agreement, so those kind of got scrapped from that project. And then when I started this one, I pulled those in, and that's track 1, Beneath the Sleeping Earth. That was
fucking love that.
That's like the oldest one.
Yeah.
And then
song's like
track
8 years old now.
Surrogate.
Yeah.
Those are the two oldest songs.
Yeah. So did you have to rewrite those when you brought them back in, or was it just like, all right, we're gonna just take these that were already kind of there and then just kind of bring them in?
They've been completely reworked because they were originally written on 6-string guitars, and then this band we play 7-string, and then we also drop tune the top string, so it's like A flat, E flat, A flat, and so on.
Holy
so
shit. That's low.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Yeah.
So when you add that extra string when you're playing the high notes, you've got to rework all of the like chords because of the stupid fucking B string.
Yeah.
So they've been reworked, and some of the compositions been reworked a little bit. And Austin, our vocalist, had me extend parts, shorten parts, like make a transition. And stuff like that. So there's
just to fit with his vocal structure.
Kind of to make it more fit into a mold, because we really wanted it. I don't even know what, like, it to be commercially, like, commercial grade music,
right?
Suitable
it might
for the
be
general.
on the radio if we ever got there.
Yeah.
So we were trying to do that.
Radio doesn't play cool shit like that. Dude.
Fuck,
it was very, very vocal centric though.
Yeah.
Like, the entire album was basically based on making Austin sound as good as possible. And that's kind of like, the songs were there, but we built, like, the drums were basically built to stay out of the fucking way for the most part. And just really push Austin to the forefront.
Yeah.
Like that was our entire goal with the album for the most part.
Yeah, 'cause
did you wish you could break loose on that and just put?
No,
some
dude,
fucking-
because it was kind of nice to have a change of pace because I've always been like death metal guy my whole
Right,
life.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
playing this music was actually way fucking cooler
Yeah.
than I ever would have thought because I was just like, it's not necessarily as hard to
Yeah.
play as some of the
Yeah.
stuff, but there's some stuff where I'm like, if I don't focus on this, I'm just gonna blow it for like 20 seconds and then I'm gonna look like an asshole.
Yeah.
So I gotta really focus on
Gotta
some
put the
of these.
pants on.
Yeah.
But some of the time signatures you put in there, it's like
yeah.
even if it is like radio friendly, like that
Yeah.
stuff's like I'm
Oh,
like
no.
it's blowing my mind. Like I can't do that.
There was definitely some stuff on there where I think when he first moved back, when we got the album going and stuff, and we were playing together, there was a few parts where we had to sit down and he had to like tell me where the one was on all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And I'm
right.
just like, I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm trying so hard.
That's what I tuck into my shell.
It happens that way.
Yeah, he just writes. He writes like he writes drums like a guitar player would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is to a degree is super cool because it's a lot of stuff I would never think of.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just want to be like a drummer. Let's just
Yeah.
do all this, and Trent just writes what sounds good.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
do
like,
you play like off of? Do you like change it at all? Like if he comes with
Yeah.
an idea and you're like, oh, that's cool, I could take that, but I'm gonna kind of like reform it into kind of like
yeah,
my
I
style.
definitely put my own deal on it.
Yeah.
If you hear the album and then the MIDI tracks before then, they're not necessarily totally different, but there's
Right.
It's definitely
There's
like
certain
it's
accents
bumped
here and
it's
there
bumped
and-
up
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
a level than it would have been if it was just like
Straight
those
from
kind of
that. Yeah.
exactly.
For me, like when Josh goes to do his like changes and stuff, the only thing that I think is crucial is snare placement.
Totally.
The snare placement.
Yeah.
If that's not where it is when I'm hearing it in my own head, I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
Right.
you can't. Don't move the snare.
Yeah. Right. It has to
That's
be
all, yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But
It's
when
gotta
I-
flow right.
When I'm recording the music, I'm not using like a meter with an accent note that's like 4/4, like ding 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 beep ding
Right,
ding.
yeah.
It's all just singles. So then I'll be able to write.
It's so
3/4.
fucking annoying, dude. It's so
That
annoying.
would
fucking
drive me
metronome.
freaking nuts, dude.
The whole Ghost song is in 6/4, and I had no idea.
Yeah. So I'll be able to write guitar riffs in 3/4, program 6/4 or 4/4 drums over it, or
Right.
5/4, and then it all just matches because there's just the downbeat
shit.
constantly.
Fuck me, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know. It's just I'm lazy when I go to record, so
That's
It's all.
I don't want to
lazy.
program the meter changes.
like I wonder
that's
how
fair.
hard I could make this on the drummer.
It's gonna make your life
is this?
miserable, Josh.
I'll
I
put
hope
a
it's
fucking
worth
cowbell in there for you.
You put that shit on me, I'll be like just walking out.
Still waiting to do that cowbell blast. At some
Right?
point.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to happen.
It's gotta happen.
Is that gonna be on the next album? Please. I
hope so.
Be on the next album.
We're just gonna write one death metal song, and we're just gonna blast in the cowbell for 2 straight minutes. That's it.
You know what this song doesn't need now?
Dude, Jolty would be all
Oh
over
fuck
that.
yeah, he would. He would.
He'd be pulling some Olympics on there. So how'd you meet Austin? How did he get involved with? Because he's not from Reno. He's in Salt Lake City.
Yeah. So this is kind of a cool story, actually. A long time ago, when I was starting this project, I was kind of just writing all this stuff by myself, and I'm just watching YouTube videos and imagining a vocalist being part of this music, and I would just look up vocal videos where people are doing covers and stuff like that, and I had stumbled across Austin because he'd submitted for a Sumerian band, like an audition online, and there was like 3 people. I'm like, oh, these guys are really good.
Yeah.
But that was like as a side idea. That was just happening in the background. So I got the idea to take my music, which was all demo versions with no real instruments except for guitar
Right.
and bass.
Yeah.
Austin's audition was the best one, by the way.
Yeah. So I uploaded
far.
all these songs to YouTube and then just kind of put in the title, looking for vocalists. And a bunch of people hit me up. Like,
Yeah. How many did you go through?
Probably-
Jesus.
I had like 30 or 40 people email me.
Holy cow.
Wow.
But we didn't get that many submissions.
Oh,
There was
okay.
probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
That
that's
actually
still
submitted
that's
something for
Yeah.
you.
That
Yeah,
that
that's-
actually sent me something back after I sent them some instrumentals.
Yeah.
And then we heard Austin's, and then I don't even think we were. Once I heard the audition that Austin sent me, I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be a real band.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Like, it changed the whole, because it was just going to be an online project at first, and then like, well, we have to actually do something with this because I think it was really good. And then I think I showed it to Josh, and then I'm like, do you want to play drums? And then everything's just started moving in that
fell
direction.
into place.
Yeah, we found him on the internet. He saw the video and he hit me up, and it was
it just worked from. So how did I mean, what was practice like? Because that's why I always wonder about that. Because I'm used to straight going like, all right, we're gonna go meet at this MRC, and then we're just gonna jam, and then see what happens.
Oh, with Austin?
No, well, yeah, that's all I want to see how because with him being somewhere else, like. Was it like a video thing, or it was just like, all right, we're gonna send him these songs. Let's see what he puts to it, and then he's gonna send it back.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're gonna be like, all right, yeah, that's the way we want to go, or you should change this, or you should change that.
Yeah, once he said yes to being part of the project, I sent him all of the instrumentals, and then he just kind of did his own thing on his end because he's got his own like home studio recording setup, and he tracks all this stuff at home.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's cool. Yeah, that
we're
whole
all
album
kind of
is tracked at his house.
self-reliant when it comes to recording, except for Josh just goes to a studio and gets his stuff professionally done.
Yeah.
And then once I get all the stem files, I'll compile it in my project, and we send it off to a producer to mix and master, and then he sends it back. But practicing, we play live at MRC together as a band musically, and then Austin. We've only played with Austin once.
Never practiced
person.
together.
Yeah, we
Ever.
never
And
practiced.
that's when you guys did the live. The
live stream, yeah.
release.
And there was some complications with that just because of feedback and the way my attic was. It was like,
Yeah. I remember when you first started, and I was like, there was no sound coming out. I was so pissed. I'm
Dude.
like, where's the sound? And I was like checking all my
No,
shit.
it
I'm
was-
like, dude, was it
we
my
had like
thing?
a-
15 minutes in, we're like,
Yeah.
fuck, we got to start over.
we had
They
like this
look
janky
great,
wire.
but I can't hear shit.
I had to get like the wire was I don't know I had to adjust it and bend it in the right way to get the audio signal to
Shit.
come through because I lived in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota and
Very high budget.
there was
Get the duct tape. Let's get this going.
and we were kind of just winging it too,
Yeah.
really. So
Yeah.
but
Once you guys got the sound going, it was because you guys like played one. I think it was one song, and then you guys got the sound fixed, and I was like,
I think we went
because you
to where
guys,
Austin was by himself, and I'm like reading the chat, and somebody's like, "No audio." I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!"
yeah,
Austin's gonna be so mad because that first song, he's like hitting high notes. I'm like, he's gonna be so
crushed it.
mad.
He was nailing it. That was the best
Dude.
one, and you guys
It was.
fucked
He
it up.
nailed it the first time. He did good.
man.
It felt bad because he had a rough go on the second time.
Oh,
man.
His voice was toast.
Oh man,
We felt
Gave
bad.
everything he had. Yeah,
he
fuck,
did.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could see it on his face. He was a little
he was
irritated.
very upset.
Yeah.
He's like in
I
the,
couldn't
he's like
tell.
in the
I didn't-
closet, like going off screen, like motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the only time we ever actually played with Austin in person.
Yeah.
And then we kind of had him isolated in a closet with a mattress covering the door so
Yeah.
the drum wouldn't feedback with the mic. And
Hindsight, we should have flipped. I should have been in there, and he should have been out there. But
but we practice as a band all the time.
it would have been
been
tight.
tight.
Been tight one. Oh,
We
yeah.
probably
been tight.
would have cut the overheads. That I mean, that caused a lot of issues, anyways. But
Yeah.
yeah, we were fucking phasing out of our mind.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anytime you're running acoustic,
Oh,
you're always
yeah.
gonna run.
Oh, yeah.
Especially as a drummer, like that's. So I started wearing cans now when I'm performing.
Yeah.
Especially like places like the Alturas or the
Yeah.
Cellar or something where you're like tucked in a corner, and so all you're hearing is like feedback from your cymbals.
Yeah.
And then the drum monitor.
Yeah.
Like luckily they have drum monitors, but some places is like, oh, we don't have a drum monitor. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'll have my guitarist point his amp at me.
Yeah. It's like, hey, how about
I
you
need
guys
it
just
right at my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Well, so and you mentioned how you started out with this project as being like a online thing. So are you guys maybe in the works of doing something live or maybe down the
like,
road?
Yeah,
or
like a
Yeah.
tour or something.
Yeah.
I think we all want to do that kind of stuff, but COVID kind of.
Yeah.
We put our record out the month
Dude.
that COVID happened.
Yeah.
And we had,
Nailed it.
we had the whole campaign like
so
already
stupid. Planned
rescheduled.
this.
And we it was too late to pull it off and,
yeah.
and stop it because everything was set and it was just
That was
Well,
rough. That was rough.
and him and I know
was a
that
kick
too
in the
because
nuts.
with our band Lethal Inception, our first show was March 13th, Friday the 13th of
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
It's literally the last weekend before Nevada went on lockdown.
Right, yeah.
So we were like, yeah, it's going to be
This band's
badass. We
gonna
had a
be
great
great.
night.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, y'all aren't going to be doing this shit anymore. And we're like, what the fuck? And it was just over. And, you know, and we spent the entirety of 2020 just trying to figure out, well, what the hell are we going to do?
Yeah.
And I know there was a lot of bands that were trying to do the whole COVID concert live series thing on Facebook and things like that.
Yeah.
And we attempted that, you know, and that was
it was just pretty much the GoPro setup.
Yeah, it was
and
a
then
one
we're gonna
GoPro
run
in the
sound
room
off
and-
of that. Which,
yeah.
well, yeah.
we tried it.
We're
We attempted.
I think
least
everybody
tried.
was just
That's-
trying it out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what can we do to make this like decent? You
Dude,
know?
that's that fucking Spirit Box live thing they did for Liquid Metal.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
I watched that. I watched
they're
that.
so good.
Like they have all the clips on YouTube, and
Yeah.
I just watch it. and I'm just like my hair is standing up.
They're
I'm just
so
like,
good, dude.
holy shit, dude.
Yeah, because I heard about them like right around that same time, but it was only the one song that I heard. I can't remember.
Holy Roller.
It's got to be
Holy
Holy Roller.
Roller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the song
That's-
everybody's
that's
heard
on
Dude.
first.
Fervence.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, holy
Honestly,
shit.
dude, their old album,
Yeah.
the one that came out that has like, I think it has like 7 songs. The one that has like the beauty of suffering and all that shit on it. That album fucking slaps, dude.
Really?
Like,
no shit.
like the new album, I think the new album has like 3 or 4 really, really good songs, and
Yeah.
then the rest of it's kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah.
But the old record is just like in your fucking face
I got it.
all the goddamn time, dude. Yeah.
What was it? Do you know what it's called?
Fuck. What is it called? It's called like.
Is it on Spotify?
It's the Mirror Effect is what it's called.
Mirror Effect?
Yeah, it's like MARA.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Mara.
Dude,
oh yeah. Okay.
dude,
okay,
that
okay.
album is fucking tits.
Yeah?
It's so good. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to check that one.
And
out.
it's fucking Courtney is just getting after it too. It's
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
good,
they
it's good
blew
stuff.
up so quick
Yeah,
though
they
too.
did.
I heard about them everywhere, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're getting on this tour. We're getting on this tour."
I think
Going
they
out with
had
Limp
like a
Bizkit,
good
no big
plan,
deal.
because
Right,
It's
yeah.
like I think they were like putting out singles and then doing videos for
everything.
every single or every song that they were making on their like small label, and they might have been like indie videos where they just hired some local company to
Right.
produce the video for them.
Yeah.
But I think that's the way to go. Like the way of the future is
Right.
just release a single, make a video, release it, because that's people just don't have good
outlets.
attention spans,
Yeah, well,
and they just
yeah,
want
yeah.
constant shit. We're just consumers, and
Yeah.
if you're making music, it's just like, yeah, that's the way it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Nobody listens. Nobody buys whole albums. People are
Yeah,
streaming.
right.
they're
Yeah,
streaming
yeah.
it. They
So-
pick and choose what they want. You know, they
Yeah,
don't
it's-
have to. You know, back in the day, you used to go to the record store and you're like, I know that one song and I fucking love
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
don't have a single, so I'm gonna get the album.
Yeah.
And then you end up coming across these other songs. You're like,
Yeah,
holy
dude,
shit,
yeah,
that one was
I'm
a fucking banger too.
Yeah, then you're like, I'm glad I got this album.
Right, right.
The whole
But that's
album.
also how you end up going, oh, that one's on the radio now.
Yeah.
Fuck, I heard that first.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
we
we're
had
gonna
that
lose
conversation about like how to get music out
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's you're touching on that.
Right,
Like,
yeah, because that's the way of the future, like you said, you know, and especially and with COVID, everybody was doing things streaming. Everybody was trying to put everything
Right,
online because that was the easiest way to get to everything. And when you think about it, it always has been the easiest way to get to things.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and we had a conversation the 2 weeks ago with our buddy Scott, and you know, Scott was talking about, you know, getting out there and playing your stuff live for people to hear too, because you have that, you know, those bands that you hear and you're like, oh man, this album is fucking great.
Yeah.
And then you see them live and you're like, oh, now I appreciate them even more. Or the opposite,
Or
right?
the
Where you're like,
opposite,
oh god,
yeah.
they suck live or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you guys really haven't had that opportunity to do that.
Yeah,
Not at
And
all.
so,
Yeah.
are you kind of like,
I've
We-
seen.
I want to.
I've-
when that
I've
day
seen-
comes.
I've seen them live, and you're not going to be disappointed. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But everything that I've heard, I have full faith that you guys are going to be
Already.
fucking rocking the goddamn house wherever you're at.
We already got some new stuff in the mix too.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
I want it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got
I
one.
know.
Oh yeah, brother, that shit's coming in a hot second.
What's
Yeah.
with the video? Are you working? You guys are working on that because I follow you too, and you keep putting you guys have video
yesterday
coming.
or 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I actually can't talk about that.
Is that this band though?
No, I could talk about that later.
Oh.
Yeah, but I can't talk about
Different
it right
project.
He's
Okay,
all,
we're gonna get into your other projects.
it's like
as
you
well.
work for Marvel. What the
Yeah,
hell?
dude. Yeah. He's the real Avenger.
Yeah.
There's a demand for this guy. Get in line.
Yeah.
now. Get in line, losers.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, yeah. So with COVID happening, I mean, we all want to play live. I think that's one day that will happen, but it was kind of soul crushing for everybody because we put so much energy into the release, and then like just
Right.
I don't know.
Do us all a favor and don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
that'd be
we've got stuff in
devastating.
the pipeline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've already recorded drums for
Did you?
some
Yeah,
more
you-
stuff.
you
So
did?
yeah,
Oh,
we're moving forward. regardless of what happens.
Can I get a live
Yeah.
sneak peek?
Yeah, I mean, I could show you some
Yeah, let
stuff.
me get you some iPhone audio real quick.
Let's
Hold
get it
on.
going. Here, you take this, bud.
Just play in the fucking
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, does this sound good, guys?
Yeah.
If you have an audio,
You heard it first, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't have an audio jack. I was gonna say I could feed it right to the mixer.
Oh, we have an audio
Oh,
jack.
shit.
But I
yes.
have
Oh, we
a-
have it.
But then we wouldn't be able to hear
Is
it out
it
here.
USB Type C to?
Mike,
Oh my goodness.
No, it's.
let me talk
it's
to our
the-
producer.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Sorry,
analog.
guys.
We got reel to reel here.
Yeah,
We're real high tech.
My bad.
God damn, we just burned 2 hours.
Because they don't put those things on the phones anymore.
Oh no, I know. My phone doesn't even have a fucking headphone jack.
Yeah.
Like they
Mine
don't
doesn't
even
either.
come with that shit anymore.
No.
It's like AirPods. I'm like, fuck, I guess.
Now you have to buy all these adapters and
Yeah.
give them more money.
I've bought more Beats in my fucking lifetime than I care to admit.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Dr. Dre owes me at least
Yeah, come on, man.
$1,000 at least.
Some stock in the company. and
Putting
shit.
his grandkids through college.
You'd have better luck with his son, Curtis Young.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
Just let me get like a check for like $40. No, go buy some beer or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, one thing that I thought was really cool because, like I said, I was going through, your guys' Facebook page, looking at all these posts and the videos you guys were putting out, and even including your YouTube. And I thought one thing that was really cool is like, obviously during lockdown, you're all doing your thing and all that, and you guys are actually gamers, or
Yeah.
at least,
Oh, yeah.
most of you, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, big time.
And I noticed, you guys did like. I saw the Minecraft stream, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's fucking cool, because like,
dude.
I'm a big fucking nerd when it comes to
yeah.
Minecraft. I play with my kids. I got 3 boys, and they're all like, you want to play with us? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to play Minecraft with you guys.
All right, well, you guys
build
got to
your shit and make
explain
you
this
fall
to
off
me.
it.
Somebody who
Yeah.
doesn't play Minecraft, I don't get it.
okay,
I don't.
well-
I don't get it.
Back in 2012, when we were on tour in Walkaway Alpha recording our album, we had a lot of downtime, like at nighttime.
3
and-
laptops.
And 3 laptops that we were playing Minecraft like 1.7 on.
Yeah, dude, it
Oh,
was
shit.
So
old.
we got
Oh,
started
yeah.
there
There.
in the old school days, played
Yeah.
some survival, went through the game, and
Yeah.
then, it's just something that we always, I felt like it was nostalgic, and it's something we always go to just to
Yeah.
dick around and have fun, but we usually end up doing nothing
Yeah.
when we're playing
Yeah.
it.
most of the time we end up playing. It's me and Trent and his brother, and we're just talking shit to his brother the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
just messing with them.
Randy, you gap tooth
Pump that
bitch.
stream. What is it? Yeah, hey, what's that stream? Just in case anybody wants to watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
What is your stream?
Yeah, what is that stream?
my personal stream?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
What-
On Twitch?
yeah.
My Twitch handle is Rookie Machete. And then there's also a Fervence Twitch channel too, but we don't really stream from that anymore.
No.
More like Ricky Machete, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm not good. I never claimed to be good at gaming. I just, I'm just having my fun.
So with your guys' walkaway tours, I heard a story way back in the day that you guys are really into Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, oh yeah. Who isn't?
Dude.
Who isn't limping with a biscuit?
I am.
We went and saw
Yeah,
we went and saw him here. That was like I've
God.
never been that excited for a show in my life. I was so
They
I was
played
so
here?
stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd
they
they
played.
play?
They played at the Ninja Factory.
Yep.
This was when
Yeah, what?
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2015?
West Portland had like this
It was like
masquerade
a
mask on,
dude.
and then it
Yeah.
was shining white light out of it. It was so freaking bad.
Like there was like all this smoke and stuff, and all you could see was just this light going across the room.
yeah,
Just
it was like
what the
in a
fuck?
straight. It was almost like a laser beam was coming out of
Yeah.
it. It was so bright. But
Who'd they play with?
They had some dude, like some fucking
can't
rapper
remember.
guy open.
Oh, just
well,
some random?
No, he like played an acoustic.
I
And he
can't
just did a
remember
bunch of
who it
covers.
Nerp.
Dude, I was
Nerp.
focused on the biscuit. So
Yeah, I was not
I-
paying attention to him at
I
all.
don't know.
You're like, I just get Limp Bizkit up
I was
here.
like, this guy just tried to play Rage Against the Machine. I'm out of here.
I think that was Limp Bizkit that played Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, they did a cover.
yeah, because he does. He pulls.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
pulls
yeah.
covers.
Yeah, they do
Oh,
covers.
yeah.
I was gonna say he pulls covers all the time.
All the time. Yeah, or just even like before everybody's like out on stage, he'll go out there and he's just playing the beginnings of everything that he's got in his fucking arsenal. And I love West Portland.
That's the whole reason why I got into Limp Bizkit, because I was like, this guy, he's
He's cool. It's
yeah,
like,
well,
what
he
the
doesn't
fuck is he
fit.
gonna wear
It's like,
tonight?
you look
Cool
at
and
Limp
fucking
Bizkit,
crazy.
You're like, who the fuck is this guitar player who's dressing up all this shit?
And he's the only one doing that
He's
shit
the only
too.
one.
And it's like, what the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, that's one of those special bands for me. That's,
Yeah.
I gotta go
Those
way back
guilty
with them.
pleasures.
It's I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't feel guilty.
No, all right.
I just like that shit publicly.
Yeah.
That tour
Yep,
was,
you heard it. I like that.
That was the 2012. The one we did the whole like east or west. Oh god, south of the U.S. and went to North Carolina. We actually recorded the week after Between the Buried and Me did Parallax 2 in the same studio.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, we got to hear that
I was
album
gonna
before
say,
it
you
was
guys-
out.
We got to
you guys
hear
worked with
we got to
ZT
hear
Band,
Parallax
didn't you?
2
Yeah,
before
we
anybody
worked-
else. It
yeah.
was so cool.
No shit.
I forgot. Yeah, Dusty was on our album too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Walkway album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got to play the kit on that album is the same kit that got used for Alaska.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, dude, I had
man.
a fucking chub the whole time.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, I
like,
bet.
I'm just like,
We couldn't tell. It wasn't
Go
impressive.
live.
You have what?
yeah,
I don't
You
see
need to put your
anything.
spandex
That's
on.
my-
You
that's
need
my
to-
art
tiny,
too.
homie. Get out of here.
Full mast.
God damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool time.
It's funny how fast it descends into dick jokes.
Yeah. Well, you know,
every
it's funny
time.
because like our first episode, we were talking about kind of where we come from, and trust me, Limp Bizkit paved the way for me out of hip hop, which was what I was listening to all the time.
That's a good
And it was like
transition,
it was a good
actually.
transition, like between them and Linkin Park at that time.
Yeah.
like that was my bridge from hip hop into metal, and that I mean, no, anytime Limp Bizkit comes on, there's never a time where I'm like, no, I'm like, oh no, I'm leaving that.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, I'm still there.
Mine
too.
was a little bit rougher. I went from Tupac to Marilyn Manson.
Oh yeah, well,
It was
damn.
like, yeah.
one way to do it.
Thug life to sucking
pretty
your own
extreme.
dick. That's a hefty change, brother.
Thug life to I'm taking out some ribs and wearing a corset.
Right.
You like
Mom,
my,
I need business!
yeah.
Oh, God.
Get the meatloaf.
What is she doing back there?
Marilyn Manson was never one I really got into. Like,
No?
like
No.
obviously there was a couple songs where you're
Well,
like, he
everybody
was on
knows.
Headbangers Ball
Right.
and shit, so I
Yeah.
knew those songs. But
Right.
My whole thing is like theatrics of it.
The
That,
horror,
like,
the horror pop,
Dude,
or
he's
the.
got a good voice too.
Totally.
Oh no, he really
Totally.
does.
His
Yeah.
fucking scream is just like, I don't even know it. It's like seems super passionate and like he means it.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole thing. It was like that passion, like when he's doing those vocals and he wrote all that stuff. It was really fucking anger. And so I also read his book, and he has a really dark background. So it was like
Makes sense.
we had that conversation.
You don't say.
The dark
Weird.
side of things. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's not like, hey, the guy has some really sweet ass cheeks. You know.
Well, it's funny because most of the like,
Well, guys don't.
the craziest and the most
Hey.
creative
He
people
must
on the
work
planet
out.
has some of the coolest, interesting stories to tell. you know?
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why we bring on guys like you guys. You
Yeah.
know, because
That shit's boring, bro.
I mean, well, you're a sweet ass.
We brought you guys on because of sweet ass cheeks.
Growing up in Sun Valley. Fuck
You
yeah.
brought the right guys.
I've been working on my glutes.
Now, Robert mentioned it earlier, and I had only seen the clip of like, hey, coming soon, we're gonna go live. But you did a live stream where you did like your own version of Hot Ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you did the album release and all
you guys
that
were
too.
sweating.
Yeah. So when the guys came out to my house in Minnesota, we had all these different things lined up. I think we did a Dungeons and Dragons night.
Yeah,
D&D,
I remember I watched
yeah.
that one too.
We did the
I
Hot Wings
cried
thing.
laughing like 4 times that night, dude.
And
It was
then
so
we
much
did,
fun.
then we did our live stream, and they came out there and probably spent a lot of money getting to me, and I didn't want to waste people's
let it
money
down.
and
So
time.
you
we
had
just
it all
started-
planned out, like what
Yeah.
you were gonna do, and you had bought all the hot sauces.
It wasn't
Yep.
that bad for me because I was that was when I had my mental breakdown in Bifton, Nebraska. So
I
it was
need
like
this.
it was like a 6-hour drive for me. It was pretty easy.
Oh, so you were pretty close. You drove.
Yeah, because I was in Omaha and he was just you basically just go to
think it was
Iowa
like
and
a
then turn left.
5 or 6 hour
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was one of my favorite weekends I've ever had. Honestly, it was just
Yeah.
I bet that drive was great though.
Well,
it was around wintertime.
it just it snowed. It snowed that day that I was driving.
Yeah.
And then we had to go pick up John and Austin from the airport
Yeah,
in
from
Minneapolis.
and that was I hate that drive.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in the
Why,
winter
'cause
it
how
gets
far was
bad.
it? Oh,
it's
'cause
like an hour away.
Dude, we
from
were
where
watching
lived.
watching cars like spin out on the freeway and like hit the
Oh, shit.
median and then fucking slide
Yeah,
over
when
here.
it snows in Minnesota and it's cold,
Yeah.
it snows and it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like -20, -30.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
3 feet of snow in your driveway.
Oh, that's fucking cold, eh?
Trent gets back and he's
You
like,
betcha.
Trent gets back. He's in
What, you
flip
can't
flops
drive
and a
in
fucking
this,
tank
eh?
top outside. So you're like in a tank top and flip flops and shit
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Just
dude, that would be
grilling.
Scott all day
Oh,
long,
God
dude.
damn it.
Sitting
Tank
up
top
there
and flip
with
flops.
a menthol for some reason.
With a menthol.
Nah, yeah.
It's
I
not cold
don't.
enough.
I don't miss that. So.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's got to be. I
That
love
shit-
it.
that
because
shit
I'd be
was
like,
hot.
I'm just staying inside. Why? Because it's fucking negative 20 degrees.
Do I look like a fucking Eskimo
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah, dude, it was cold.
The wings, the hot wings warmed us up though. They were fucking hot.
Yeah, I was like,
once we
some
got
of them
the
like
bomb
went
hot
to the
sauce,
end. Like when once you
yeah.
guys got to the end, I kind of see like people were sweating and stuff. You guys were like,
Yeah. I had a beanie on, so it was covering my sweat.
You
Like,
should,
God.
I don't know if you guys could see the paper towels that I had that I was like wiping my head with.
yeah.
But
I
it
think
was-
you were sweating the most.
Dude,
yeah,
I
you
am
were dying.
I am
Yeah.
such a pussy when it comes to hot stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I wasn't gonna bitch out because everybody was doing
Right,
it. So,
yeah. This is
like,
live.
The
You
man
can't
part of
really
me was
bitch
like, I
out.
gotta do this, and
Yeah.
then I'm just like, fuck me, dude.
You're crying on the inside.
A lot of those
and
were
the outside,
a lot of
your
those,
face is
dude.
secreting everything.
I was probably fucking beet red, like that red.
Yeah, I think once you get to the bomb hot sauce, because we did the actual lineup from like season 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you get to that hot sauce, and I think there's 2 after it,
That is.
it just like destroys your palate, and
It's gone.
nothing's
Right, yeah,
even
yeah.
hot after
Yeah,
that.
the
'cause it
last
all
2
just
you
tastes
can't
the same.
taste, you can't even feel it.
No,
it's
it's
just
just a
like
burn.
numb.
And then
Yeah.
I even had this little bottle that wasn't part of the lineup that was like 6 million Scovilles, which is 3 times hotter than the hottest one, and
Yeah.
I couldn't even taste that afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that shit. This
yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Oh, is that the
I'm
one,
out,
is
dude.
that the one where you like you put your finger in it?
Yeah,
You're
it was
like,
a
we're not
little
gonna put
tiny
this
one,
on
yeah.
the actual weeds. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try this.
Yeah.
Like,
Nope. I'm good.
Yeah,
yeah.
that has like pure capsaicin, I think is what it's
Oh
called.
yeah,
the
yo,
chemical.
that shit, that's where it gets fucked
Yep.
up. Because
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
chemically enhanced.
I don't read the label.
You're basically
I
just
eat
putting
it.
radiation in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
body.
Yo,
Yeah.
and I've been there too.
Just
'cause-
cooking those organs.
Oh, well, I love spice too, but man, we did what was it last year?
Chip challenge.
Yeah, I did.
You guys did the chip
Oh,
challenge? Which
fuck.
one?
I did the Pocky one chip.
It was a
challenge.
Pocky.
I did it at work.
Yeah.
And
Why the hell would you do that? Like I'm at work.
Well, it was funny because like a friend of ours that we were working with, he was going to do it, right? And he was doing it with another friend of his, and they were doing it, where they do it on social media and they go, all right, let's see how long we can last. And he had an extra one, and he was like, yeah, do you want to do it? And I'm like, with you? And he was like, ooh, I only have the one. And I'm like, oh, well, sure, I'll do it. And then these assholes were like, hey, why don't you do it in front of the whole fucking building at work as like a, if we're
Yeah,
waiting
well,
on shit.
I'm
And
pissed
like,
that you didn't
yeah,
fucking
sure.
record that
No,
shit.
it's
Is it
well,
out there?
I have it, but it was sent to me in a direct message on Facebook Messenger, so I'll show it to
okay,
you. But
okay,
it was
okay, I wanna
fucked
see
up. But yeah, no, that was a fucking nightmare. Because at first, they tell you, they're like, just see how long you can last, right? And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I deal with spicy all the time. I'm fine, right? And so you got to eat the whole damn thing. And I'm wearing gloves because they're telling you, they're like, you do not want this on your skin. I'm like, I'm about to put this in my fucking mouth.
Yeah, right. What do you
I'm
mean I
like,
don't want it on my
all
skin?
right, so I popped that fucker in, chewed it up, and like
You
I
should
was
have
like,
doubled down and rubbed
and
your
I'm
eyes.
trying to get it down, and I'm swallowing it, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. And as soon as I took that first breath, it was like, "Ugh," and I just fucking like I felt like a dragon. I was like, Jesus Christ! And they're like, hey, give a safety spiel. I'm all, what? Fire safety. I don't
Like, so they're
fucking know
trying
at
to get you
this
to talk as
point.
much as
And-
Fire
possible.
safety. Don't
think-
eat this
I
chip.
think I went.
Don't
what?
do as I
I think
do.
I went
Yeah,
like
right.
5 minutes. I think 5 minutes is how long. Maybe a little over.
Before you were in the bathroom.
Oh God, no! That was where 5 minutes later.
I spent
Because
half the day.
I'm sitting here going, yeah, I'm all right. I'll be okay. Like I'll get through this. And then our buddy Greg, who gave it to me, was like, oh, just wait, it gets worse. And I'm like, what? And I felt it in the pit of my stomach.
Yeah.
as soon as he said it.
It's like
literally-
burning your
well,
stomach line.
It's a chip. It's not a sauce. So the chip has the dust on it,
Yeah,
like
right,
a
yeah.
cheap,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
it makes
fucking
sense.
Dorito. So the thing is dissolving in my stomach acid.
I feel bad for you.
And
now.
it's just burning
Yeah.
the wall of my stomach lining.
yeah.
And I'm like, and I felt it everywhere. And then finally my stomach just started to fucking squeeze. And it's like, get this out.
I cannot
I'm like,
imagine.
I'm done.
I
And
cannot
come
imagine
booked
that
it.
fire
Be
shit.
like-
Yeah,
I
coming
wasn't-
out though, it had to have
Oh
been
my
even
God.
worse.
That was, no.
It's always
it
worse
wasn't.
coming out.
Yeah.
No, so coming out the back end was not as bad as coming out the
Oh, you
second
threw
time.
it up?
Oh, I couldn't stop it.
Oh,
It was
no
my stomach.
way.
It felt like a tube of toothpaste. Like it was just trying to get it out of me. And not only did I throw it up, but like I coughed halfway through and it went into my nose. And so now it's burning all of my sinuses down my throat, my stomach.
Fucking stab me in the chest.
Miserable.
That's what that was.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
I think I've
Did you guys have that same experience, or
No,
was that
not
a
quite.
little bit different there?
No, I got mine down and kept it down.
My
but the
fucking
next
butthole
day-
definitely hurt the
Yeah,
next day. I
oh
can tell you that
my
much.
God.
It was
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, don't do it. It's
Do we have
not
more of
worth
these?
it.
Can I have another one?
Oh yeah, we got a
there's
whole
plenty.
fridge.
Can
full.
you
I
hook
brought
one up
beers
for
too.
me,
I got-
too, brother?
Can we get one for the old Trent biscuit over here?
Yeah,
Trent
dude. Trent Biscuits.
This piece of shit 85.
AKA Trent Biscuit.
That was like my AOL screen name when I was 13.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude, we rolled with that for a while. though.
Biscuit
We
with a
always called
Z
it
and a
Trent
K.
Biscuit.
That was all of
Dude,
it.
I like how everybody's drinking the 805s, and then I brought Modelo's. And God
Dude,
damn it, you assholes!
Get on board.
Little lime, little Mexican
Yeah.
salt. I played with this dude. I played softball with this guy, and he'd bring this like old spice thing, and he just like made his own like salt for beers, and you put it in the beer.
Oh,
and it
shit,
was
that's a good idea.
fucking incredible.
Was it spicy?
No, it was just like the salt that he had made.
Really?
Like he just put a bunch of shit together and put it in the beer. You just dump a little bit,
damn.
Huh.
and it fucking
Yeah.
Sounds
That was
about
my
as
favorite
delicious
part.
as salt
it
water.
turns Modelo from a shit beer to a good beer.
Yeah.
Really?
Salt water.
That was my favorite part about softball, though, because
yeah.
we were terrible.
You
were
played
definitely-
softball?
No, I did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because my work was like, hey, we're gonna do a softball team, and I was like, all right, cool, and they'll be like, we're drinking, and I was like, I'm there.
Sign me up.
But then they realized that was probably not a good idea because we were last. I don't think we ever scored.
Somebody's got to be last, though. That's fine.
Yeah, but
okay.
it was great. We would get hammered, and then we would go out there, and I was like, I'm gonna play outfield because I don't want to do a lot. And then I realized,
That's where you
not
do the most.
place you want to
Yeah.
be. Catcher.
yeah.
Catcher.
Yeah. Go play first base. You're fine.
I remember there was this girl that she was playing outfield too, and she got a ball right to the forehead, and I didn't pick it up. I was just laughing so hard I couldn't even pick it up.
It like bounced off her
She was
head
like, "What do
towards
I
you,
do?"
and then
She's
you just sat
holding
there
her
laughing at
head,
it.
and I'm just
nice
I'm
assist.
dying right now. And
Thanks,
I'm like,
bro.
They didn't like me. That's okay.
I don't know. And Robert brought this up today. Are you aware of where is he from? The Mathis?
So the
The
drum
guy
cover
from Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil.
Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah,
guys
he's
know
one
about
of
the
our
drum
biggest
cover?
fans.
Dude,
Yeah,
we sent
we
that
know
guy.
this.
We sent that guy shirts. We
Yeah,
sent
No
him
shit.
bunches of
Yeah.
stuff.
They're great, dude. When I saw them, I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever."
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, Dan Mumford.
I would-
who
if
That dude's a good ass drummer
He's
too.
good.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he's not
Yeah.
like he's not nothing to. He's no scrub.
Yeah,
That's
like
for
as soon
sure.
as you guys like sent that out, like that, I remember that video popping up, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's fucking
Yeah,
killing it."
he's always like tagging us on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
He's
And
always putting our
Number
shirt
one
on.
fan,
Yeah.
baby.
Well, I think he's like spreading the word down there because when we go look at our Apple artists and I look at the map, like
Yeah.
most of the plays are in Brazil
yeah.
by all these people. So he's just
Really?
like spreading the word, doing
That
you
is
know.
cool, dude. I'd be like,
It's crazy.
dude, if somebody started playing my stuff online, dude, I'd be so like,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
that has to be the coolest thing for you, Josh. I'd be.
It's
That's
dope.
badass,
Like
dude.
he uses
it's
a
like weird,
translator
like-
app.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when he messages us, it's hard to understand what he's saying because he's translating it from Portuguese into English, and then we have to
right.
translate our
Yeah.
message
Yeah.
back. So it's like a little bit hard to understand what he's actually trying to convey.
Yeah.
But
Piecing
it's-
it together. Yeah.
It is cool, like having somebody that you don't know interested in your shit. That's not like part of your friends or family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Brazil.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Brazil,
a
man,
completely
he's
different
uploading
country.
videos.
Yeah, no
Dude,
shit.
yeah, if you guys go on tour, you gotta hit Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me go ahead and get on my yacht.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You guys don't have that private jet? I thought I saw the.
No.
No.
I think we have about
Private
70.
jet. Fervence
We might have
private
72
jet.
people that have heard our album total. So I think we're a little ways out.
Oh, you'll get there.
You'll get there.
Definitely.
it is one of our goals.
Minivan.
Minivan level.
It's definitely weird. I've never had anybody cover something I've written before,
know,
so
it's
it was.
gonna be
I was kind of
great.
like, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was. I don't know. It was like, it was almost like he wasn't playing my music.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I was just like, I don't know. This is fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly what I played, but it's still like, that's fucking radical that you
Yeah.
would just even put the
fact that
time
somebody
in.
Just somebody
cares
putting
enough
the
about what you're
time
playing that
into
they
that,
want to
so-
replicate.
Me being a perfectionist, I'm like, oh, you fucking.
Right, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
What are
You missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Way to go.
The passion was there, and you can
No,
see
and
like
that's-
he's like the look on his face. He's super.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he was
happy
into
and-
it, dude. He was just feeling
Dude,
it.
he still messages us to this day. Like,
Yeah.
he just tagged us in something like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking great dude.
Yeah.
I was sitting in an airport. I think I was flying back from Nebraska to Reno, and me and him were just bullshitting about music
No shit.
for like 3 hours. So I was just like, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And he sent me some stuff, and I was like, fucking sending stuff to a dude in Brazil to listen to right now. This is so weird. It was cool.
What was the stuff that he sent? What was the stuff that he sent you? I'm kind of
What was I sending him?
like
Oh, you know what? It was when I was super into Spirit Box, and I was sending him
okay.
I was sending him a bunch of their stuff.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check
Yeah.
that out.
This was a year and a half ago, so I'm not totally sure. But like there was a bunch. I think it was Spirit Box.
Yeah.
That I was sending him, and then I was super into Devin Townsend back then too.
Uh-huh.
So I was probably sending him some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like for people to.
DTP.
We put out an instrumental version of the album on our Bandcamp page, and I would like to see some like. My favorite thing is to watch vocal covers.
Yeah.
When I sit back and
yeah.
watch covers on YouTube, I exclusively watch vocal covers.
Really?
It's been something that I always wanted to do myself.
Yeah.
Is do like record an instrumental and then do my own vocal cover, but I'm just too nervous and I don't have the cojones to,
Yeah, but I mean,
to do that
a
shit.
lot of that stuff you're already writing it at your
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you just try to put some?
I guess like
vocals to it?
I could,
Yeah,
but I want other
even
people
if
to
you don't put
vocal
it up.
cover our music.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be like the next level because like
That'd be
doing it
cool.
on an instrument is one thing, but I just really like vocal covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like with Mathis, I mean, that's what we do it for, right? That
Right,
when we
yeah.
play music, that's you're reaching out to somebody and sharing what you've created with the world.
Right.
And in your sense, like you literally went to another part of the world and somebody was like, these guys are fucking awesome and they're changing the way I listen to music, or they're inspiring me to
Yeah.
want to play this kind of music.
Yeah.
And that's fucking cool.
That's the greatest feeling on
That's
earth.
like
and
kind
how
of
many-
what it's all about. You
Yeah.
like make the connection and
Right,
it
yeah.
resonates with them, the message or whatever. It could be the feeling in the music
Yeah.
in itself, not even have, because they're the language barrier. He might not understand what's being said,
Right.
but he still hears the music and the emotion still conveyed there. So
Yeah.
it
Well,
is,
mo-
I mean,
yeah, most of music is the feeling, right?
yeah,
Totally.
a
I mean,
lot of it is that.
How many times, and especially like I know growing up for me, like listening to music videos on MTV when they played
was
music,
great.
right? But
take it back Sunday.
and it's funny because like bands like Tool, when they had the most trippiest videos on the planet.
Yeah.
And I'm not listening to the lyrics. I'm listening to the music and watching this video like, what the hell is happening right now? But you feel it and you're vibing with that whole scheme, that story that they're telling through that video. And you just kind of hear the vocals, the lyrics and stuff, but you're really feeling it and you're really just kind of going on this journey.
Totally.
And that's sometimes there are bands out there that don't even do vocals. There are bands like Animals as Leaders that are
yeah.
incredible
Yeah.
musicians.
Polyphia, Scale the Summit.
Oh,
Right,
absolutely,
yes,
right?
yes.
And they're doing their thing, and it's like you're
Pliny.
still going on that journey.
Yeah.
So, and I love the shit out of that.
Yeah, I didn't get into the vocals. So every time I hear a song, first of all, I always go straight to the drums. That's always the first thing you're gonna go
100%.
And when you go see a show, you're not worried about what the fucking guitar's doing or the
No,
vocal.
I'm
You're like,
literally
what is he
staring at the
playing
drums.
on?
I'm sure
you're
he's-
looking at the drummer.
Yeah, I'm making him most uncomfortable because he's like, "Who the fuck is this guy off the side
Why
of
is-
the
yeah,
stage?"
you're
Why
sitting
is
on
this
the
guy
side
standing
watching.
right in front of me? What's
And
he
I'll
doing
do,
here?
Like big shows.
Why is he
and
on
stuff. I
stage?
won't get in the center, like
checking me out.
in the general admission down on the floor. I'm always off to the far side so I could at least see the drummer. And it was with every band, like Rush. I'd go see. I'd seen Rush like 3 times, and every time I would make sure I'm gonna get the first tickets, but I want to be right on the side. Nobody else is buying the tickets, but I want to get it first, so it's like right when they come out.
Yeah, it's weird. There's only 2 things in life that like give me that like sort of like where like your hair stands up and like you just like have this like physical reaction to something. It's wrestling and music, and that's it for me.
Yeah.
Like those are the only 2 things that do that for me. So when a song does that, I'm just like, holy shit, I have to listen to this 55 times in a row right fucking now.
Yep.
It's just like that's just how I know that this is what I'm meant to be doing is playing. Like that the fact that it still does that. I don't know, maybe I should just go be a wrestler because I love wrestling too.
I was like, I really
love
wanted
to
to
run
get into
against other
this
dudes.
wrestling thing because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you want
I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what? Like WWE? I'm thinking WWE.
I kind of watch a little bit of everything.
Dude, that's
'cause
back in the 90s, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
there's-
call it WWE now.
Yeah, I'm
They
behind
got
that.
sued by some
Yeah,
like
they got sued.
fucking
World
Is that why they
Wildlife
changed it?
Federation or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I don't care. Undertaker. Yeah.
We just had Trent and John and all them were over at my house for the Royal Rumble
Yeah.
last
no
weekend.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble sucked
time.
though. It was fucking
No.
It
terrible.
was okay. We made nachos. We had like a la carte nacho bullshit like lineup.
Right, yeah.
That's dope.
It was sick.
That's cool. Yeah, John Daniels. We were talking about this earlier because I was wondering. I've played in a band with him before.
Yeah.
And it was with Todd, and I can't remember the band. Todd
Gates of Delirium.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
We were just me and him were
It was like
just talking
Bridges
about
of
that.
Delirium.
No. I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. We were just talking about that.
Really?
Because he was in Gates of Delirium, and then he was in
Bridge the Divide.
Bridge the Divide.
Bridge to the Divide. I
Yeah.
think that was the one I was
That
in.
was Jimmy.
That was the one. With
That's the
Todd.
one with Jimmy, and
Yeah.
Todd. Yeah. And that's the one I joined for
Those
like
guys were
2
so good.
days
Yeah.
playing keyboard.
I remember Todd just being a fucking animal when I first met him. And
Dude,
I was
that
like,
guy's he's,
who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I was like, oh, he's just a fucking freak of nature.
Dude, he is.
He's like, he's like Mike Orris.
Mike Orris.
Yeah.
He was. I always
just
called him
got
Mini Mike.
What it is.
Mini Mike.
But I couldn't use that because Mike enslaved the creation. Mike, Mini Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. So many good bands.
So many, dude. And the connections, like that's the thing, like
yeah,
getting all that
the
music,
web.
dude. The web. I wanted to start a map where we like started putting
Oh yeah,
up
you
names.
totally
Like
could.
those
And
conspiracy
it's
theories.
like an
With the red
ancestry
line,
thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
with local bands and their members.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy the connection.
fucking bands I played
Yeah,
for
but like
years.
it'd be like the world map because Salt Lake City, you got
Yeah, yeah.
Austin, like it would,
Yeah.
it was all over. And then you Cyborg Octopus, which is
Yeah,
another band
yeah.
you're in, another amazing band.
Got a new record coming out
Yeah.
pretty soon too. I think in June. Hopefully.
Cop that shit.
We're just waiting for the press, the vinyl press, and then we're gonna approve it, and then
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That album's been done for. I recorded the drums for that in April of 2019.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
shit.
2020. It was one of those. So
Okay. Yeah,
that
it's been a
shit's
while, though.
You've
yeah.
been in that
I
band
think it was
for a
2020.
long
I
time.
I think it was
dude.
2020.
Wow.
Dude, Jared Klein got
Yeah.
me like everything I've
We talked
ever
about it when we
gotten
talked about it.
in my life.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Another
drums,
amazing,
like
phenomenal.
he got me
drummer.
he is the one who got me into Cyborg Octopus. He
Yeah.
was their drummer at the time, and then he just couldn't do it. Or
because
he
he's
I think he
he's
had
another
something.
one of those 50 billion.
Yeah, he has so
projects,
many
like-
projects going on, and
Yeah.
I think it was
he
like a
puts in the
psychosomatic
work.
thing
Yeah.
he was going out for. I don't remember the exact story, but he just posted something on Facebook, and I was like, I'll try it.
Yeah.
That me and Trent were both playing in the same Walkway Alpha back then,
Uh-huh.
and we hadn't written a song since 2012,
Right.
and this is 2015.
yeah.
Oh, so you're like,
So
yeah.
and I was kind of on my way out of that band as it was.
Right.
Me and Trent.
We were kind of both on our
Me and
way
Trent
out.
were kind of moving in the same
That's
direction.
when I started
while
playing in
everybody else-
Evermute with you. Right
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but he just hit me up. I was like, yeah, dude, these guys need a guy that's capable. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm capable or not, but I'll give it a shot.
Right.
And
Anxieties.
Well, yeah,
kicking
you're
in,
because you're going off of all this because Jared Klein pretty much did all those drum parts. So
he
put all
did.
that
Yeah,
stuff
Jared recorded the Learning to Breathe album.
Yeah. So how was
yeah.
that learning all that stuff and
It was very intimidating trying to learn his songs
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows Jared's
Yeah.
a fucking animal, man.
Yep.
He's so good.
Yeah. and he's doing drum lessons. I want to
Yeah.
call him all the time.
Well-
Give me some drum lessons.
Yeah, dude. It's been really cool since I moved back. Me and Jared have been hanging out a ton, man.
Yeah.
It's been so cool.
Yeah, we wanna get
He's
him
up in
on here,
Sacramento
too.
recording with Flub right now.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Flub's
yeah, yeah.
another.
He just went up.
Flub's another great
We
band,
recorded
too.
a playthrough video for Cyborg Saturday, and Jared went with me. And
Yeah.
we were just fucking bullshitting the whole time.
Hell yeah.
They're doing their thing in the same studio.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
studio.
Oh,
we
you
were
guys
just
are
at.
doing all
Yep.
the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. He's the coolest dude on the planet.
Yeah.
He's so
all
laid
the
back.
success he gets, he deserves every single bit of
yep.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Every
sure.
bit of it.
We were talking about having him on the podcast.
Yeah, we
too.
want to get
You
him
should.
on here.
That guy can tell you some stories.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should ask him about the got you with the heroin. Because
Oh.
that's.
Yeah. Let's get the notes going.
Don't get
We'll
canceled.
get that later.
No, we were just playing a show, and I don't remember what the fuck we were doing, but me and Jared were just sitting there, and I like poked him. I just gave him a little poke, and he goes, "Oh, you got me with the heroin," and he like fell over. And dude, it's been a running joke between me and him that was probably 2013. It's been a running joke for almost fucking 10 years, dude.
That's too
So
good.
He's so fucking goofy. I
Yeah.
love that kid, man.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking goofball.
Yeah. So Cyborg is where are they based? They're based in San Francisco, aren't they? Or
Yeah,
somewhere in
yeah,
that
just like the
area?
Bay Area, kind
Bay
of.
Area,
Like people, some
they're-
people live in the San Francisco. Some people live in like San Ramon.
Oh, okay.
That
So
kind of
that same
it's
general
all in the
area,
Bay. Yeah, you just kind of generalize that whole fucking deal.
Yeah. I remember one of the guitar players was doing a bunch of videos too, like where he would be
Bobby,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, he'd be playing out in like
no, that
downtown
was-
San Francisco.
Oh, that was David. Yeah,
David?
that was David.
Is he still playing? No, he's not.
No, David. David pursued Riff Shop.
Oh, okay.
So the whole Riff Shop deal was his thing.
Yeah.
And he was he was kind of over touring and stuff because
Yeah.
we'd done a tour. We went to Canada and stuff, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
like that's what I live for, is to do that kind of stuff and go play for people.
Right.
And David just had basically the opposite of what I had. He wanted to make money playing music, but do it here at home and
Right.
not have to go travel and sit in a van for 6 hours
Yeah,
a day.
yeah,
And Riff Shop
I mean-
was his YouTube channel where he
Yeah.
was doing those videos.
I
where
know
he was
those are
out
great
playing.
videos.
Yeah.
I always watch those.
Yeah,
things.
and trust me, he's doing very well now. So
Yeah.
he's David's doing very well.
Yeah,
so.
he's dude. The guy's talented.
Yeah,
I mean, all
100%.
the guys in there are
Yeah.
freaking phenomenal, dude.
Yeah,
gotta-
I got to play with Bobby and Chris
Uh-huh.
together with Cyborg once, and I've never been that excited for a show, man.
Yeah.
Like to
Where's
play.
Portugal?
Yeah,
Was
They-
that was here? Was
we
it?
played Spring Meltdown.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Chris played David's parts, and then obviously Bobby
Right.
had his own deal.
Yeah.
it was, dude. Oh shit. I was just like, this is like, I've never seen two guitar players better in my life together.
Yeah.
And like this is just it. Like,
Yeah, Chris is so he's with Archaic still, right? Or is he?
I don't know. It's also something I can't really talk about.
Oh, okay. All right. I wanted to see this. So I want to.
I don't know the whole
Fucking
story, so
Marvel
I'm
over
not
I'm
there.
gonna bring up shit and
I'm not gonna-
Kevin Feige over
yeah,
here.
I'm not going to
motherfucker.
speculate.
Yeah.
I know that he's not playing with it anymore.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Archaic just released a video and
I
he
was
was
gonna say
not in
they
it.
just
Yeah.
released something.
Yeah, he wasn't in the video.
Oh yeah. Another.
So that's- I don't know anything
he's a
about
cool
it.
dude too. Dude.
Yeah,
Everybody
dude,
here is.
love Chris.
Yeah.
I love him to death.
Yeah.
He is a prodigy.
Yeah, he did.
That guy gets good at something in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When he was a drummer, he was a much better drummer than I was. I can
Yeah.
fucking tell you that much.
Who did he drum? I didn't even know he played drums.
No, I was in marching band with him. He played drums in marching band.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I
dude.
didn't
He
know
was
that.
he was like, everybody was like, that's the best guy in the line, and it's not even fucking close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way back in the day, like when they were still in high school, we would have practices at the camera shop, and these
Yeah.
little shits
We
would
would
come
all-
watch us play.
Yeah.
Like Josh, Danny, Chris, they would, and
Galecki?
PJ. No.
our buddy
his
Danny
friend,
Humphrey.
his friend
Oh.
Danny Humphrey.
Oh okay.
But they would all come to our practices and just chill.
Yeah.
But they were little kids. Like,
Yeah.
They were like 15 back then.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
I actually I think I met you when I was 16.
Yeah.
I was 15 or 16 years old, and then we would end up randomly playing together.
Yeah.
30 years
Can you
later.
buy us some beer?
Hey, dude.
Dude,
No,
it's-
trust me, I was doing just fine in that regard.
Yeah, no shit. You
I looked like I was
up.
fucking 42 when I was 16. So
Yeah, I know because I talk about that too because I play in a band with Tim McDonald and he was also in Dark Carnival. So I remember I was like 13, 14 going watching Dark Carnival at the Hard Hat
oh shit.
and with Isaac, who's like 6'4" and he's blowing fire in the ceiling. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. I was like, who? And then I ended up
Carnival, man.
hanging out with those guys and then later, like 5-10 years later, that's a big gap there.
Yeah.
But anyways, I started playing in a band with him.
That's
And I was
fucking
like, this is
rad.
crazy.
That was back in the Dorcia days.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
fucking Beard the Lion was still
Beard the
around.
Lion.
Dude, Aaron
Lion.
Chiazza. If Aaron Chiazza sees this,
Yeah.
know that I love you, and you're the fucking man. He like plays in a Beatles cover band now. Crazy.
Oh, the Rain?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys are huge. I remember we were playing. We had to practice for FTR, and we were in the big stage, and they were like, "You guys got to get out of here. Rain's coming in." I was like, "Oh my god, it's just
Makes
what's
sense.
going on?" Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I was like, "All right, I'm packing up my shit right now."
First time I heard Beard the Lion, I was in Sacramento, and it was in Elk Grove, I think, some bowling alley. And a friend of mine, we went to Marysville because we were going to go to Warped Tour. I think it was there.
I used to live there.
It was like,
Marysville?
Yeah.
I think it was 2009, 2008, somewhere around there. And my buddy Alex that I went with, his dad lived in Elk Grove, and so we were like, yeah, we'll just go there. We'll stay at a friend's house, but then my dad will take us in the next couple days. And he goes, well, in the meantime, before the Marysville show for Warped Tour, why don't we go see another show that's playing at the bowling alley? I'm like, who are we going to go see? He's like, we're going to go see the Hoods.
Oh,
I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
all
dude,
right, yeah.
fuck.
And back then, him and I were deep into hardcore, right? We
Yeah.
were
Lucky
listening to
Hood, brother.
Death Before Dishonor,
Armed for
and
Battle.
Armed
Yeah.
for Battle,
Yeah.
Barcadia, bands like that, right? And so
Me and those
I was
guys
like,
did
yeah,
not
let's
get
go
along.
fucking do it. And then Beard the Lion was playing, and I
Yeah.
had no idea that those guys were from Reno. I had heard the name, and then I got to see them. I was like, these guys are fucking badass.
Yeah.
Was Jess playing with them still
I think so.
back then?
I think so.
Dude, remember when we played Zephyr Bar?
Oh yeah.
Christian from Beard the Lion was in Walkaway
Oh, yeah.
Alpha for like.
He played like 2 shows with us.
Oh,
he
no
played-
shit.
Yeah,
And
he played
that
a few
dude was
shows
a
with us, and
freak.
that was
Yeah.
one of the coolest shows we ever played.
Dude, the Zephyr's so weird to play though.
Yeah.
It's a whole.
That was
Yeah,
my
yeah,
first show,
okay.
man. That was
Was
my
it the
first live
Zephyr?
show at the Zephyr Lounge.
I always remember the sound guy was in like a cave.
Dude, that room you play
Yeah,
in is
that
fucking
one
smaller.
little
than
yeah,
this,
it's
like
tiny.
you feel like 13 people in there.
Yeah.
From me to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
like circles. That's how intertwined these.
That's where I was trying to get
I
into.
totally
Yeah,
forgot about
dude.
Christian, dude.
Yeah,
That's
he was in the
crazy.
band for a second.
That's crazy.
He's one of the most talented fucking vocalists I've ever.
I think he
jumped
got
into.
on top of a speaker.
He was
He was like
like,
mounted to
trying
the wall and
get
he just
up on
like
a
stood
roof.
on it.
Really? Oh, there at
Yeah.
Zephyr?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that wouldn't be very
Was it
hard. 'cause you
Zephyr?
could-
It was Zephyr.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
it's called the
definitely-
Z Bar now, but
The
Yeah.
bar, yeah.
I remember that balcony. I got a photo when
my
I was
10-year
like,
reunion
I
was
was
there.
like 20. And it was me, Matt Rowe, and Eric Iglesias. And we were hanging out. Yeah, it's a great photo. Just bring back memories. Zephyr's. It's Zephyr.
I keep going off on tangents, and I'm sorry. I know we got a schedule.
no,
here.
you're
No, we
good.
actually don't have a schedule.
Okay.
We always just fly.
We just-
but
we just
got
go,
questions,
man.
random-
That's good.
Next question is like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah. Periwinkle blue.
Purple, in case you're actually wondering.
No, I mean, when it comes to like music, I mean, we all have like our backgrounds, where we come from, and we have those tastes. Even though, I gave him. I was telling him. I think it was it the first week that we were recording, and we went to 7-Eleven, and we were driving in the 4Runner, and I had country playing. When
Yeah,
you came
yeah,
back
yeah.
in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, and you're like, what the fuck
I'm
are we
like,
listening to? I'm like,
country
"This
was
is
never
fucking
my
George
thing.
Strait, motherfucker.
That's
You better
the
get
guy.
right.
You know, country was never my thing. I know you're into.
Yeah.
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 What's that country festival that's out?
Night in the Country.
Night in the Country.
Yeah. Yeah. So I work for one of the event companies that puts on. Well, they don't necessarily put it on, but they run like some of the events that happen during the the whole weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So they did one in North Carolina last year, and I got to go out and do that, and we got to go see all these awesome fucking bands for free.
Yeah.
Because we're working,
Right,
well,
yeah, yeah.
volunteering. I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah,
but, dude, we got to stay in this super nice house. Like the backyard, there was a river running through it and shit. And there was it was like a fucking 9-bedroom house they rented for us, and we just got to go hang out and watch. Like I saw Big and Rich was whack, but like who else? Chris Young was there. We saw. What was that?
I'll do one of those.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
dude,
my
it,
man.
yeah,
Oh,
it
you
was,
got the ball?
it was great, dude. This year, fucking Tracy Lawrence is playing Night in the Country, Nevada. My ass is gonna be
Tracy
there.
Lawrence?
Believe that.
shit.
Tracy Lawrence is probably
I'll
my
finish this and
top 5 all time
You'll be
favorites.
my
Shit.
I
royal
fucking
food
love
tester.
Tracy Lawrence.
See,
I'll make sure it's not.
The royal
Yeah.
food tester for alcohol.
You never know, man.
No, it's good.
All right.
Tasty.
Just getting the royal food tester drunk.
Yeah, man. Garth Brooks, my all-time favorite musician.
I was like,
Always-
so were you
always
always?
will be.
Were
Yeah.
you always
Thunder
like a
rolls.
country music fan? Like,
I just grew up listening to country. Garth Brooks, I just have like a really special connection with because my mom passed away when I was 7. So, and she was, he was her favorite as well. So, just growing up, it was always Garth Brooks or nothing for me.
right.
So that's kind of why I have that connection with him. Just like anytime his music comes on, it's just like same thing. Like
Plus, he writes
stands up.
bangers.
Well,
Dude,
yeah.
so-
And he's the fucking like people can fucking at me if they want. He's the greatest of all time, and I don't give a shit what nobody says.
That's my conundrum. What is it? Conundrum. Thank you,
What is
Mike.
that? Is that Canadian Mist?
Canadian Mist. Get out of here with it. You, hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
No, it's
You
not
want another
Canadian
beer? I got
Mist.
Milwaukee's finest in there too.
If you got Bush Light, I'll fucking slam those all day, brother.
Yeah, so I mean, as a drummer, like listening to the country, because that's straight basic. Like, I mean, what draws you to the country music?
It's I don't know, man.
It's the message about dogs and pickup trucks.
No,
My
that's not it.
tractor.
I don't know, man. It's just like there's some like a lot of the new stuff I'm not a huge fan of, mostly just because I'm
very
it's
poppy
kind of how it
nowadays.
works in music. Like you like the generation that you were a part of, and
Right,
then you
right.
kind of don't like anything else.
Yeah.
But there's some new stuff that's just terrible, and you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Well-
and then there's some new guys that come out that kind of try to keep it old, but it has the problem I have is the quality. Like,
Right.
Dude, Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton's great.
Oh God, he is great.
Like,
Yeah.
guys that can still sound like they're from the 90s, early 2000s, but sound like the sound is there. Like it sounds like it's a 2022 album. That's where I can get with that. But when it's like every fucking guy is singing about his fucking red Ford, picking up my dog and my girl,
Flying down the back road.
flying down the dirt roads.
Well, what
my
I noticed
fucking
is
dusty old
a
hat.
lot of it's mixing into like the rap, so it's like that rap country.
What do they
stuff.
call it? Hick hop.
I don't do any of that
That's what they
shit.
call it.
Is that what that is?
That's
what
way
they
off
call
my
it.
board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's Chris Jansen's probably the closest I come to that, and he does like. The only reason I really like him is because I saw him live and I thought he was fucking awesome live.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason I'm a fan of him. But like, there's dudes like John Wolfe is great. Cody Jenks is great. Aaron Watson's really good. These guys like that, they can still sound like the stuff that I like, but have like it sounds really fucking good too.
Right. So is it like the vocals, like the writing of it, the guitars?
I don't necessarily
I think it's
know
more of a,
why
I think
I
it's
like
more.
it.
I think it's more of a nostalgic thing for you too.
Yeah.
Because that's way for me too. Because like I'm very stuck in that era of the '90s into the early 2000s of country too. Because I had friends that listened to it.
Church of fucking
and,
Yearwood, brother.
and that's Kenny Chesney, Trisha Yearwood, Dirks Bentley,
Tim McGraw.
guys like that. Tim McGraw. Don't take the girl.
I fucking hate Tim McGraw.
You do?
Was that one?
Fight
that was
me.
like,
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Damn. That
mean to
one
speak
was
for you.
deep.
I just
See,
think he's a fake country artist. I don't know.
I never had that. I
well-
grew up with rock. That was my
Well,
thing.
that was the
That's-
thing. Well, I mean, again, everybody kind of comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
And for you, Trent, was it always?
Well, when I was super young, I
Trent
was
used to be a
into, like-
rapper. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
So you come from a hip hop background.
Yeah, so when I was super young, I would listen to like Tupac, Biggie,
right, yeah.
Mace, like
Yeah.
Puff
I think we
Daddy
all
when
had
he was
that
called
phase.
Puff Daddy, Bone Thugs.
We had a few bars.
Trainer middle school fan.
No.
Come on,
Absolutely.
Come on.
Come on, Trent, give us a
I retired from the rap game in 2020. So I was like one of the first people on SoundCloud. Just kidding.
You were SoundCloud's originator.
Yeah, that's how it started.
So
Retired from the rap.
I used to do that, but my brothers did too. So it was like a way to kind of bond with my brothers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Were they
So
older brothers then?
I have one older brother. His name was Jason. He does that. He was like doing that with us. And then my little brother, Randy. We're like, my older brother's 16 months older than me. And then my younger brother's like 16 months younger than me. So we're all kind of.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, close in age.
Does
Dad's got a
anybody
potent
else have
seed.
like that musical background? Or like they playing any type
Don't
of
touch
music?
mom.
No, well, my little brother, Randy, still makes music. He still makes rap songs.
Oh yeah, is he?
No.
My older brother, Jason's got a family and stuff now. So
Right,
he's-
yeah,
Randy
that
is
kinda puts
Randy's
the
funny as
brakes on
shit.
things.
Randy is super fucking funny.
Yeah.
40.
And he got he
short.
yeah. I don't have the face tattoos. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I'm too old for it. Yeah. But my little brother Randy got really good at it. He was starting to get really, really good.
Really?
And I could never. Yeah. Once they got past me and my on like quality wise, and they were making better songs than me. I'm like, I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I would have
Well,
loved
yeah,
to see
so-
that, dude. Trent
Oh my
up there
God.
rapping.
Dude,
Oh,
no,
dude.
it was not good. And I used to have people come over, and I would help them with their music. Like there was a group called Audiophonics, and that had John from the Have To, and now he's what is his new thing? He like some of them still do make music, and it's really really good. I used to record music analog back in the day with like a real mixer, and it was just garbage.
Yeah.
But everybody was having fun, and yeah, so I used to be way into rap music, and that's kind of where I started, and then I started learning Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach,
Yeah.
Same
PNB,
here.
Yeah.
and then just progressively got heavier and heavier. Then it was like, then I went into the 80s bands, Metallica, Pantera, Megadeth,
Right.
and then from there into
Just
like
kept
Lamb
progressing
of God,
again, yeah.
and then in the Meshuggah.
Yeah, so you
and then-
went back to all those 80s.
But he had like a
pro.
proper introduction to like, that's like how it should go. I feel like.
Yeah.
See, I didn't
You have to
that.
go back to go
I-
forward.
'cause-
You really do.
Yep.
Like I said, I was like 5 years old listening to, Judas Priest and my dad's bass drum. Like that was like, it was always rock or nothing. Like, I'd probably get slapped if I listened to country.
Now I'm just like stuck on these
Good
these
stuff, man. Give it a try.
Yeah.
You gotta give it a shot.
Dude, the chorus, like it's the big chorus is what I fucking sucker for.
Give me some names, dude. I'll dig in because just give me some names. I'll dig into
John
it.
Wolf, Chris Stapleton's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like you cannot deny that guy
Yeah.
is fucking talented.
I'm gonna get a list after
that's
we're
what-
done.
No, that guy's-
his album Traveler
Yeah,
is
Oh,
good.
it's
Front
phenomenal.
to back, 100%.
Oh,
really?
phenomenal.
No, give me I'll get that after.
That man is not just country. He's soul.
Yeah.
He's
His
blues.
voice is-
well,
He's-
see the blues.
it's-
I get the blues. Like,
man, but it's so much more than that. You know, I mean, it's like it makes you feel really fucking good when you listen to it.
Yeah, it's like
you can
authentic.
listen to it doing
Really.
It
anything.
feels real.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
It's
his,
that passion.
His voice is very
Yeah.
gritty, so it's not. It doesn't have like that very overproduced sound. Like
I feel like
yeah.
he lives in a cabin, like a real fucking cabin, where he's like putting
Opposed
wood
to a
in a
fake
fireplace.
cabin.
and
I would do that, dude.
He's a burly dude. So
Yeah,
he
but
probably
if-
does.
I mean, that's how
It
authentic
looks
it
like
sounds.
it looks like he's like 6'5". He looks like a huge.
If I had the
guy.
money, I'd be the same person, though. That's why I'm growing the beard. I'm getting ready for it. Where's my cabin? Anybody want to donate a cabin?
Yeah, a cabin.
get to work.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any equipment that you swear by, like that you use like consistently? That you're like, that's my brand. That's what I use. That like that's my stuff.
That's easy for me. Tama drums and
Tama.
Sabian cymbals. Booyah.
I know. I bought a couple off of you, actually.
Yep.
Actually, one. Thinking about one.
Yeah, I will live and die by the Tama drums, bro.
Yeah?
That's
You got a pretty big kit. That's why I like touring with that kit.
It's-
Like,
it's
already
such a
gives
pain in
me-
Fuck setting that thing up and tearing it
Dude,
down
I
and
know.
putting it in the
Every
van
time,
night after
You're
night.
really gonna use that?
No, it was
double-
me and Josh the whole time.
Yeah.
And like him and I could set his kit up in
Yeah.
like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like NASCAR
yeah.
pit
But
stop.
that's drummer. Usually it's like you got one other person or it's just nobody.
Yeah.
The rest of the
Right.
band's out there fucking like you're tearing down. You're like, why am I doing this fucking shit?
Why couldn't I have been a singer?
Yeah,
every time people are like, "Oh, I think I want my son to be a drummer." Don't do it.
yeah. Don't do it.
Don't
yeah,
do it.
no.
Tell him to learn how to play piano.
Yeah, yeah.
Bottom
And then
of his
learn
pit.
how to sing.
We do need more pianist.
No, we do.
For me, I would say like I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of. I like software, so we use Cubase to record.
Yeah.
I would stand by that as a DAW to use. It's pretty user friendly and
Yeah.
reliable. I haven't had any real issues with that, and we run that when we're doing our live set. And our Cubase project is controlling like my patch switching on my Axe effects that's
Yeah.
plugged in MIDI, and then it also controls. We have a DMX lighting universe, and it's controlling.
With those sweet lights.
Yeah.
sweet
Me
lights.
and my brother.
Not the
built
Dude, did you
some-
see? You saw the lights?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I saw.
we built some lights. My brother.
remember you
We have
guys-
about,
shit
about
right there.
3.5 songs done.
Yeah,
we stopped like 2 years ago.
Is a bitch, but once it's there, it's like super reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cubase would be, and then I use a Mark II Axe effects. That thing, I've had it for a decade now, and
Yeah.
I haven't had any issues with it.
About as long as I
Yeah,
have
you
my kit.
you were using that and never.
Yeah. And then I have a ported, it's a Port City, just 212 cab, stereo cab, and that thing's been.
Is that the maroon cabs?
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
a
it's
maroon cab,
just 212s, and I stack it sideways, and
Yeah.
it's just as loud as any 412 cab,
Yeah.
if not louder.
Right.
Yeah.
And super, super clear.
When you got that, I was so stoked. That thing sounds so good. Still.
And then
Yeah.
I have a Strandberg, like a 7-string Strandberg. I think it's like an OS7 or something like that. And that thing is nice because it's super light and it just
Yeah.
feels comfortable holding. I don't have to do like stretch or
Right,
anything. I'm
right,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
playing super comfortably.
Yeah.
Even though I'm still trash, it makes it easier to be trash.
There goes Trent. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
you
put
haven't
that
seen
in
me.
there.
Wait till you see me live. You're hearing
He's
the
fine.
You're hearing
He's
the
fine.
polished recordings.
Yeah.
We'll cut that out of the
No,
video
I
later.
remember like going the MRC when you guys were like, because I was playing with I think Clementine's Night at the time, and it was at MRC. I was tracking, and you guys had that other room, and you're like, "Come, I gotta check out this song." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna check out that song." and so I said, it's the song that you brought up.
Oh,
You can't even think of it right now.
Paxism. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have a
Paxism.
video for that one.
I love that song.
Dude,
I
That
love
song
the.
is like I was listening to a lot of Silent Planet when I wrote that.
Oh, and
Yeah.
that
Intro.
makes
See,
sense.
that's what
That
I was
makes
talking
sense.
about.
Yeah.
I said Team Sleep, but
Well, yeah, you were.
Yeah, for like the
you were
versy
close.
parts.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite thing is to go from like a heavy riff
Right.
into a very like tranquil fucking
It's
Very,
melodic.
great
it's very
change,
Jekyll and
though.
Hyde because I mean it is that mentality of, you know, like there is that internal rage, and the vocals do that too, where
Yeah.
you feel that grit, that fried vocals, and then it comes
It's
back
such a
down
smooth
melodically
transition, though.
into
that
that bridge
transition's-
in the chorus.
It's
Even
changing
when you guys
keys
were
too.
just playing, because there was no vocals, so
I
it was
was
just
bending
you
the note a
guys, and it
half
was
step
like,
up for that transition to change key.
yeah.
Dude, do you remember the ending before he went and re-recorded all his vocals?
Yeah, I still have that.
Dude, it sound like the whole ending of the album. There's like this huge part where it's just him screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
And he did it all in one take.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, his voice, like the way he was yelling, it was like he was out of breath and just like fucking hurt.
Yeah,
And,
left
dude,
it all out there.
fucked
So
me.
good, though.
The
That's
first
what
time I
I
heard
like,
that,
man.
I was just like,
Yeah.
it sounds like he's out of breath and
Yeah.
he's just fucking
Going,
yelling at
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
That shit, dude. I just got chills.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
fucking
that's
just
Yeah.
thinking
just
about it,
yep.
man. Oh my
That
God.
was
Dude.
one of the times where Austin was like, "You need to rewrite this," and I was upset, like, "Fuck." Now I have to rework this shit because I have like a
What do you
really.
mean?
There was like a really cool.
Squeeze me, bitch.
There was a really cool riff on the end of the song that I was super happy about that I still have like saved for something else, for the end of something else, or maybe the beginning. But after having heard that and reworking it, I wrote one of the coolest. It's like not. I have a style of writing, and I was trying to come outside of my box. And then when I wrote that, and then he put that over, I'm like, "Yep, this was worth it."
Yeah.
And that's the last song on the album, right before the piano outro.
Yeah.
Shit.
So good.
Oh, so good, so good.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was frustrating when I had to go rework it, but it came out. It's one of those.
So you guys had two. I remember you guys had two guitar players, though. You were
Yeah,
working
yeah.
with Victor at the time, though.
Vic
like,
from Nevermute was playing with us for a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did you write those with in mind, like you're gonna have two guitar players? Or?
Yeah. So there's a right and left and they're hard panned on the album, and then when Vic was playing, he would play the right side and I would play the left side, and now I just exported the recorded right guitar, so when we're playing live, it's essentially
like
just a
stereo.
backtrack,
Right.
Yeah.
but it's only coming out of the right side because we're feeding a stereo signal into the front of house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you gonna bring another guitar player in, or is it you're just gonna run
I
it?
never really had a need for it.
No?
It's a complication I don't know if I want to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like another person to try to
Kinda get
vibe
in-
with,
Build
and,
that
like,
relationship
build the
with,
relationship.
and-
Because all you guys had years of, except Austin.
Like,
I mean, clearly.
like
but-
John, like now John has definitely been worked into it. But
Yeah.
I mean, dude, me and Trent have been playing music together for
Right.
12 years now.
Yeah.
And like we've basically like one of my best friends. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like fitting in with us and getting all of our dumb fucking jokes and stuff.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, Not everybody's gonna have our dumbass humor, like because
Right.
we're still 12.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And like some fitting people into that is it's rough sometimes, but
Yeah.
and I think that there was a big problem. And it ended up being like Vic. We ended up getting rid of him because there was just like the vibe wasn't there.
Right.
And there was a huge part of it where like parts weren't being learned too. But
Yeah.
it was kind of like we definitely had to make that move because it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah. It was just
we were
wasn't
just
working.
showing up and it wasn't like we weren't there
Yeah.
in a great mood to play, like ready to play with each other. Yeah, it was just
I've
bad.
been there. Multiple bands.
Yeah, so it's just something that I can just go into our project, hit export, and boom, it's taken care of. And a lot of other musicians might have an opinion about that, but I don't really care.
I like
No,
it.
Yeah,
I
like,
like it.
see people all the time posting, "Oh, they only had one guitar player."
Right.
That was me
cares?
playing the
It's
part that you're
fuck
hearing.
theirs.
Yeah, that was me playing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't programmed,
Right.
so
Good.
Yeah.
And
I just watched a fucking EDM bass show last night, and all these fucking dudes were doing was standing there going,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, slide.
that works.
Yeah.
"I'm like, this is music,
Yeah.
you fucking assholes."
All you did was
And
turn
you're
it
yelling
on.
headbang out here. Fuck you guys.
Mark, what is it? Mark
Mark Ribier.
Oh, the piano guy. Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
God.
Like-
You don't know Mark Rubio.
You guys
Oh,
should, Josh.
my
You
God,
don't know who
have
Mark
to watch.
Rubio is.
I don't.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God!
You gotta get him in
probably
there.
know who he is.
Hilarious.
You probably have
Once you
seen
see
him,
Yeah.
but you don't know him by the name. But oh man, if you haven't, you
I can
gotta
tell you
watch
this: he's a dead man
Oh my God! Oh fuck!
coming
No.
for his shit.
He's not a dead man. After you watch the
No,
video,
no.
he's definitely not a dead
fair.
man.
But it's funny because you talk about how you've made that decision of like, no, what we have right now that works, right? And I've been there too, because when I met you, I was playing with Seductive Rage with Josh.
I remember.
And we never had a bass player. And for some bands, they're like, well, how do you get that deep tone? And when you have two guitar players, you can do a different key where the other person's playing that lower octave, and it kind of still fills the sound. And we had tried multiple bass players, a handful of people. We had some old guy.
That's a good talking point, actually, because in town, like musician-wise, because you guys ventured out and tried to find a
Found somebody
vocalist
out of
instead
state.
of
There's a
looking
huge
in-
lack of bass players in this fucking town, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
there
Walkaway
is.
Alpha, what I would do with my Axe effects is I had an
Huge
effects
lack of
loop.
bass players.
Oh,
with-
yeah.
with
And
a
Chris
terrible.
Fox just left.
But
Chris Fox was awesome too.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude,
That guy was.
that guy's a maniac.
Dude, I could just
fucking
watch
love
him,
that guy.
dude. I'm like, this guy is the coolest.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
dude
he's
ever,
in
dude.
12 gauge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I fucking watched that guy fall off stage at Club Underground, like on the side of the stage onto the mixer.
Yeah.
Like the whole shit.
Vampirates,
for the
dude, the
venue's
guy was-
audio is
yeah.
right there, and he like goes to he's playing with 12 gauge, and he's like going to do something, and like trips over something, and I just see him go ass over tea kettle onto the.
He had like the coolest
I'm like,
stage
what is
presence.
happening right
He
now?
does,
dude?
though.
Are you
He
okay?
Just like do
Just-
wacky shit.
Yeah,
Like,
just
it's
the energy. I would
Dude,
be
he
like,
would just
all right,
smoke his
I'm
guitar players with that fucking bass head.
Dude, I
Yeah,
know.
he would just fucking.
Sorry,
Sorry
bro.
if you're back there.
I don't know if you know
Not
this, but
really,
your
though.
shit's longer than ours.
Yeah, his energy, I'd lose focus on the drummer real quick. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
man.
what the fuck is this guy doing over
That's
here?
one of my favorite Reno bands of all time, 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're so good.
They're so heavy live.
Yeah. So good.
Holy fuck, they're
We're
good.
playing with him tomorrow.
Are you? Where?
Yeah, we're playing. We're opening Soulfly.
Soulfly.
Yeah.
We should go to that too.
Is
Yeah.
Purification playing that show?
Who?
Is Purification playing that show?
No, they are not.
Oh, I might go then.
Yeah, Purification is playing Sacramento one.
Oh, yeah.
No disrespect.
Yeah,
I just don't want to see those guys play.
we were supposed to play
moment.
with them last couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
and they had COVID and
Yeah,
failed.
at the cellar stage.
Yeah,
you were
with
supposed to play
Hatred.
with them.
It was Hatred and Justice.
Yeah.
Where's Soulfly? Where's that gonna be at?
VSB.
VSB.
So yeah, VSB.
The fuck is that?
I think it starts at 8.
Tomorrow at 8.
Tomorrow at 8. Yeah.
I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know what that is. What's VSB?
Virginia Street Brewhouse.
The old knitting
It's the
factory.
old knitting factory. Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah, downtown.
Soulfly's playing there?
Yeah.
Last time I saw them, there was like nobody at their show.
Oh, I know. Yeah. They're playing with
Did that hurt you?
Way to
Did that hurt you?
no Max. Max is there. Max
No. Who
and,
was that? Fuck.
The guitar player from Fear Factory. Dino.
Oh, Dino.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dino's
that makes
playing
sense.
with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's Max and Dino, and yeah, should be a pretty interesting
Sick.
show.
I think it was Club Underground that I saw him at.
Dude,
And there
Club
was like
Underground?
fucking nobody there.
BB and J's.
yeah.
It was a long time
Dude,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old venue.
I punched
Oh,
a guy
yeah.
at that show. It's the last time I got into a fight.
Club Underground.
Got a fight.
A guy wearing a Raider shirt. Who would have thought?
You got to fight with a guy with a Raider shirt on.
He's,
But back
he,
when
like,
they were in
he
Oakland.
slapped some chick.
Oh, yeah.
I was standing next to my buddy James, and I was just staring at him, and I saw it happen, and he was just like trying to grab my shirt as I was running, and he missed me.
Kudos.
Luckily, Josh and Jeremy Apps were there, and they were like, "What the fuck just happened? You don't never do that."
Yeah.
And they threw that guy out.
Well,
and I
yeah.
missed out.
Then you, as soon as that happened, like shit like that, and you turn red. And
Yeah.
all of
Oh,
a
yeah,
sudden,
I see
everybody is
red.
like blinders. I'm gonna beat the shit.
Yeah,
out
that's
of this
the
fucking
first
guy.
time I'd punched somebody in 5 years, and I haven't punched somebody since.
All right.
That was.
Raider jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, it was just screaming punch me in the face. I couldn't help it.
Hey, quiet over there, Mike. I'm not understanding.
So with you guys is obviously everybody's got their influences. I mean, if you were to say, I'm very influenced by, say, a top 3. I mean, if you had to pick, or let's do a Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
man.
Let's do a Mount Rushmore.
Oh, Rushmore. I like
yeah,
that.
let's
dude.
do
I
a Mount
like that.
Rushmore. Who's your
Yeah.
top 4?
Musicians or drummers?
You can
Or
you could do
bands.
you could
Or
do
bands.
I
bands,
wanna do
artists,
drummers,
musicians. I think your who's your Mount Rushmore?
Okay, you go first.
I'm gonna do bands because and this is gonna be very contemporary.
Can I guess
because
yours?
This is
No particular order.
Can I try and guess yours?
You can guess mine. No. You're gonna fuck my. You're gonna fuck my list up.
me up.
And
Yeah,
make
because then he's gonna change his fucking list.
and
As
then
soon
you're
as
gonna
you
get
say
in my
some goddamn
head,
names, he's
and you're gonna.
All right,
mess
no,
with me.
Josh, you're out of this.
Okay, I have my 4 that I think you're gonna say.
All
And
right.
I will not change them.
Yeah,
I
all
promise.
right.
You can confirm.
Yeah,
Okay. My first band, I'm gonna say, and this is, I try to write my music in this style, like kind of based off of these bands, and I love these bands.
Yeah.
First one is Architects,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
North Lane,
2.
Ooh, they're
Silent Planet,
Damn it.
and then, God, who's gonna be I don't want to pick a last one.
Limp Bizkit.
No.
As much as we love them, they're not really an influence.
No, and then honestly, like this is gonna seem like an outlier. I really like AFI.
Damn it.
Old AFI.
I was just gonna say.
Like no, like Art of Drowning, Sing the Sorrow,
Okay.
Black Sails in the Sunset.
Yeah.
Or is it the Sunset or Sun? Sunset.
My other
Sunset.
2 for
Sunset.
you
Right,
was
for
I had Architects, North Lane, Brand New, and Team Sleep.
Oh, I love Brand New.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I love
I'm-
brand
yeah.
new too.
You're like, kid, I had another one.
I know. Trust me, it's
Mount
hard
Rushmore's getting a
because-
little bit bigger right now.
Well, and especially when you come from a different background
Yeah,
and
yeah.
multiple like genres, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta throw
Yeah,
one of those in
yeah.
there. But no, and that can vary, that can change.
Yeah, by
say
day, yeah, it
AFI
can change.
instead of Brand New because there's some new parts on some new songs
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm writing that are very not Art of Drowning, Sing the Sorrow style, diminished.
Yeah.
I really,
Well,
want, I really want to hear these so bad.
I'm a huge fan of AFI. That was my first metal, or that was my first show I ever went to, and I saw him at the old Delmar station, and it was just this hole in the wall bar.
Yeah.
And my sister, who's 8 years older than me, she was like, "Hey, little brother, you want to go to a show?" I'm like, "To like music?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go. And like, I remember I got all, decked out in like the darkest clothing I owned when I was like 8. And she was like, I know the door guy, so we'll get him in, no problem, right?
We're in a fucking Batman
Dude,
outfit.
no, you're right. Yeah, dude, it was borderline.
That's all right. They said I could come in.
No joke. And I had this zip-up hoodie, and I had a necklace, and it was my grandmother gave it to me. It was like St. Jude, or she was like, tuck that fucker in.
Did it have a
I'm
watch
like, what?
on it?
It was a
Yeah,
chain.
we like the
right?
devil
I was
around
just
here,
trying to be
bro.
cool. I didn't have chains hanging out of my
Shoulda-
pants or anything.
shoulda
right?
had a clock hanging
that was
on
back
it.
in the time. And yeah, that was back when they were wearing all black and the squid haircut and the black makeup and everything. And that band was like, I want to go to that all the time, and
totally.
that AFI just did it for me all the time. Even to this day, I
Same.
still listen to AFI.
Same. I'll put it on.
Davey
I'll spin
Havoc,
it
man,
every once in a while.
that guy is a fucking. I love that dude.
I'll
He's
try
a
to
hell of a
sing it, but
showman.
my voice ain't that high.
Dude, mine either.
I would Between the Berries is my favorite band ever. So definitely Blake.
Yeah.
Blake Richardson is one of my biggest influences for sure.
Dude.
Yeah.
Black Dahlia Murder, obviously.
Dahlia,
That's where
yeah,
all
she was
my
a good one.
hand stuff comes from. Shannon Lucas. God bless it.
Limp Bizkit, take us to the Matthews Bridge.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Ben Stiller, you're my favorite motherfucker.
I told you.
As non-PC as this is, As LA Dying is probably one of them.
Oh, I just saw. Did you see him when they came here with Enterprise Earth and that Russian Russian man?
Rammstein.
How long ago was that?
Wait, they're German.
That was
Russian?
2020, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 2020.
Oh, was it at Cargo?
No, yeah, it was at No,
Oh.
it was at.
Because if it was at Cargo,
It was at Cargo.
I was there with Trent and Vic, and
Did I run into you?
that was
Which
that was the night that my fucking
Jared was there.
That was the
he
night
was
that my-
running the booth for
my buddy
Enterprise
got
Earth.
jumped at that show.
Really?
What show was it?
Remember As LA Dying?
Oh, yeah.
As Late Dying, Enterprise
Yeah.
Earth. That was the first time I saw Enterprise Earth dude, those guys.
Those guys are good.
Yeah, that was a rough night.
Yeah.
I got a fucking phone call like 2 a.m. My boss was calling me. He's like, "Hey, Kyle's in the hospital. Are you okay?" And I was like,
What the fuck?
"Yeah, man, I'm at home."
Yeah.
I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, he apparently got beat up at that show."
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
heard
"Oh
about that.
fuck, I was just there." So I fucking ran down to the hospital. And he's just laying there all fucking.
Fuck, dude.
Was it in the show or was it like outside? And,
It was kind of a big deal. Like, so something happened and somebody was like getting beat up, And Kyle, kind of the way he is he was trying to help the guy like go in there and get these guys off him.
Right.
Well, they ended up somebody sucker punching him.
Yeah.
And then the security guards threw him outside, which is hilarious because I do security at Cargo now.
Yeah.
And then
How ironic.
outside was where all the shit happened. Like,
Oh yeah.
he just got.
Oh,
the
dude, I
shit
think I
kicked out of
remember
him.
that actually.
Yeah, I remember.
I was leaving
because
Yeah,
we
that
all
was-
worked together.
that was a rough-
I was
that was
like,
a rough one.
whoa, shit.
Oh shit.
Anyways, my fourth favorite band.
Mount Rushmore. All right.
Candlebox.
Sidetrack. Dude, you were talking about sidetracking. I do that
Come on,
constantly.
Limp Bizkit.
Who would my fourth be? All
Polaris?
Shall Perish. No question. All Shall
Ooh,
Perish. Yeah.
good.
Also Paris.
Yeah.
They're good.
A lot of metalcore
Yeah.
influences for sure. I've
Dude, no, August Burns Red.
no, I was
Shut up.
way more into All Shall Perish than I was August Burns Red. I don't feel like I play anything like August Burns Red, but everybody always says, "Oh, you play like August Burns Red." And I'm like, I don't do anything like they do. But I don't know. Yeah, All Shall Perish. When I was in high school, dude, was my band. Like,
Yeah.
I listened to them every fucking day back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was As I Lay Down, that Forever song. I remember
I need
when I
them
first
fuckers
came
to come
home.
back.
Forever, your eyes.
Don't
will
hey,
hold
you
the
know
memory.
how many seconds was that? Are we
Not
good?
enough. Not enough.
For what?
All right. We don't want to get. I don't want to get flagged here.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. Frail Words Collapse.
Yeah,
That
right,
was
yeah.
Such a
Dude.
good album.
Yeah.
Such a good album.
Dude, that
Great.
Ocean Between Us was
Oh,
that album was probably top 23 for me all time.
yeah. Did you listen to that Chris Turner? What is that? Alaskans. Fuck the fucking shit.
The one he did with Thomas Lang.
Yep.
Yeah, actually,
watch
I just
that?
listened to that today again.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
they're stupid.
That one when they were going back and forth.
Yeah, just insane.
Dude.
It's like I don't even try to be that good anymore because
Yeah.
I know it's impossible. So I'm just like, yeah, you guys are just better
Thomas-
than me. It's
Dude,
like, I'm just
Thomas
gonna live
Lang
with
is
that.
not human. I
Yeah.
No, that guy
started
is a
watching like
fucking-
tutorials like with him, and
oh.
I'm like, dude, you're going from like 0 to like 150.
His
in like 2
doubles are
seconds.
insane.
Dude,
Like, what in the hell? That's
He's like,
not
you
a
could do
double
these in
at that
singles,
point.
and I'm like, that's not fucking
No,
singles.
that's-
You're
no, it's
fucking
not.
kidding me right now.
Yeah,
Asshole.
Thomas Lang's a fucking
Yeah.
I want
a,
to
a
throw punch
legend
him.
for sure. Yeah.
Well, on that, what about you?
I like you.
Robin?
I'd like to assault you.
That's assault,
I
brother.
like you. I'm gonna assault you. Throw a punch.
What's your Mount Rushmore, Robert?
Are we doing bands?
Either or. Like I said,
We did bands.
You did. They did
Yeah,
bands.
get a clue, Robert.
We set the stage.
See, I
Do bands.
I kind of go based off of what I grew up with. So and so it's a lot of Rush. So Neil Peart definitely is on my top list.
Yeah.
And so Rush bands, Rush.
Yeah.
I'm an old school guy. So Metallica, Megadeth, and Rivers of Nile.
Where's the Nile?
Because I'm old school.
Dude. That new album, fucking.
That
Dude,
new
that
album.
new album is so good.
So good.
My 3 favorite songs are still on the album before that, but holy shit, that album's good.
Dude, that album's so good. Yeah, the Where Owls Know
Dude.
My Name. Great album. Dude,
Old
that-
Nothing? Fuck.
Dude.
Me. Fuck me. I texted Jared and I was like, I just want to crash my car and let it.
Yeah, but with him
burn.
doing
While I
vocals
listen to
too,
the
like
song.
and dude, it's so good.
It's a good way to go, brother.
The album is so fucking good, dude. So good.
Again, that guy deserves every
He
fucking
does.
ounce of
Dude, and he's got
Yes.
vocals on the new album.
That's
too.
what I'm
like,
saying.
oh
Like
my
his
God.
vocals, I'm like, he's doing vocals on this. When I heard that,
Yeah.
I was like, no,
He's kind of
not.
telling me he had to dumb down the drums a little bit so he could do it live
Yeah.
because he's singing live. All
Yeah,
that
I
shit
know.
he's doing live.
Yeah, I
so-
saw him in
You can hear it.
Minneapolis like 2 months ago,
Yeah,
right
'cause they
before I
went
got
in there
divorced and
and
moved back
yeah.
to Reno. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went up there and
How
saw
was
him,
that
and oh my
show?
God, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah?
It was so much fun.
Oh, dude,
I was drinking tall cans of PBR and just
I would have been shit hammered, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'd have been like, I'm going Sun Valley on this bitch right now, dude.
Oh,
Well, I have
where-
standards
of Old English.
I have self.
Give me
Keystone
all
Lights.
the natty ice. Where's the natty ice at?
Right. I'm
get the
not
bare bone.
17 making minimum wage anymore. I
Oh,
could,
You're like,
PBR.
No, I would have went 17 with
The
no
fresh
fucking.
$3 PBR tall can.
Hey man, they're like $5 now.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Inflation.
Inflation.
Yeah.
PBR's moving up
yeah,
more.
we're-
It's crazy.
Moving up. Got popular.
Basically a fucking Stella at this point.
Which is funny because I was gonna get.
you out.
I was gonna bring the Stella, and I'm glad I didn't now.
Stella
For you.
It's
I
a
might as,
PBR.
I might as
Of
well, 'cause
course.
they wouldn't have gotten drinking either.
You Neanderthal.
Not synonymous.
That's good stuff.
Oh shit.
What is your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, let's.
It's
yeah.
your turn. You tell
Shit.
us.
Well,
Wait, didn't you have? Did you already say 4?
yeah.
Yeah, I said him.
Okay.
Shit. Well, Kill Switch Engage. Alive or Just Breathing.
100%.
Changed everything that I know and love about metal for me. Because I was listening to a lot of mainstream, and Kill Switch was that first band that was like, they hadn't quite broke that seal yet of like, these guys are fucking making their way, right? And that album, Jesse Leach, just made me want to be a vocalist.
Yeah.
That was it for me. So Kill Switch, definitely. And even Howard Jones, still an incredible fucking vocalist too.
Oh, dude, I'm flying to Vegas to go see them. Light the torch.
He's like doing some like
next
Scion
weekend.
shit now, right?
Oh,
Jared
yeah.
Dines.
I don't know.
Jared Dines,
Dude, because he was
Zion.
doing with that stuff
Zion.
with Jared
Zion,
Dines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or Zion,
my
yeah.
buddy Kyle that I was
Yeah.
just telling you guys about, we're flying to Vegas to go see August Burns Red, Kill Switch, and Light the Torch together.
Oh my
God,
God,
that's such a
dude.
good show.
I just got
fucking
an
wanna see
erection
that.
thinking
Yeah,
about
right,
it.
yeah.
So.
I got Howard Jones's.
Can't tell.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, we still can't tell.
Still can't tell.
I got Howard Jones's. I got all Kill Switch signed on my
You should see the
poster
wall
right
down
back
there,
here,
yeah.
dude.
I see
It's
it.
all my album covers and all
We'll
that
take
shit.
a-
back
we'll
there,
take a
yeah.
peek.
Yeah, before you go, I'll show
Get
it to
done,
you.
yeah.
But yeah, that.
Champagne room back there.
Yeah.
Is that
The
the
green
casting
room.
couch?
Also,
or
the
what's
first
going on?
podcast.
So Kill Switch.
Oh, yeah, I
for
saw
sure.
that.
I know why you
Who's
brought
like-
me here.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's black, by the way. So yeah, Kill Switch, and this is a not so well known band, but I just fucking love the shit out of, especially lyrically, is 36 Crazy Fists.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love those
dude,
guys,
Canadian brothers.
dude, and they're
Aren't they
out
from
of
Canada?
Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and they're just
Same thing.
they
It's
put
Close
out
to
a lot
Canada,
of-
Josh. Do
They
you need
put
a
out
globe?
a lot of albums.
You need me to get you a globe?
That's the
dude?
same thing. That's close
Yeah,
enough.
they put out a lot
It's
of
cold,
albums,
whatever.
and it just, you can see this transition in the way that they write and the way they play, and they're just so gritty, and they're just not a well-known, but the people that do know them, man, they're just fucking so good.
That was the show where I punched the guy.
Up.
It was 36 Crazy
Yep.
Fist at Club Underground.
Yep.
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 It was 37
All
crazy.
Hail the
Fists.
Yeti.
Yeah.
All Hail the Yeti played that.
You had another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
37.
Yeah, there was 37 that night.
Yeah.
We ended up going to the Sands and drinking fucking $2 PBRs that night. That was a rough one.
Kamikazes
a
at
rough
Cal
go,
Mead.
brother.
I had Mr. Mike High.
Then we did karaoke.
Right, yeah.
I did
With my
Tupac.
top off.
We stopped at Mel's on the way
Sounds
down.
about right.
But yeah, and then I got to go with AFI. AFI, was one of those bands that my sister growing
Josh,
up.
just listen to it, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Let it
I'm
happen,
request
man.
a change on that.
Yeah, no.
It's
Talking
another band where
to
I
Here's
can't
why.
get over the
All right.
quality.
Here's why
All right,
they're
let me- I
terrible.
wanna know your
Here's why they're in that
explanation.
Mount Rushmore.
All right.
My sister, my oldest sister, she probably had the biggest influence on me on the music that I listened to growing up and what I listen to today for the most part. And there's still a lot of bands that I could definitely throw in there that I'm just very drawn to all the time. And AFI just never left. It was always like, her and I would always reach out, and she'd be like, Did you hear they put out a new album? I'm like, no. And she's like, go check it out now. And we would talk to each other for hours about music and stuff like that. So they're in there just for nostalgic and for, music does that thing where it gives you those memories.
100%.
It takes you back to that time. And that's the beauty about music. The fourth one is probably the hardest. Parkway Drive. It has to be Parkway Drive.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Parkway
yeah.
Drive had
Yeah.
to
I'm
a
give,
huge Parkway
gave
Drive
me,
hater.
Dude.
It was that.
Same.
You
that-
should listen to the stuff we came up. We didn't release it.
Yes,
so
we
you guys
still
should-
and it was very
was
written in
good.
B. It was
was
very
good.
heavy as fuck, very drivey. And Parkway Drive was that band that I remember
That
a buddy of
influenced
mine
us
was like,
quite a bit.
you got to hear these guys. They're from
Yeah.
Australia. They're badass, and they're a bunch of surfer
I always
dudes.
forget
And
they're from over there.
dude, and I remember listening to it going, so what do they have, like 2 vocalists? And I'm like, no, that's one dude doing all that. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, the range that guy has.
Black
and the
Dahlia
energy.
That's why.
The
I
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And watch and seeing videos from those guys is what made me want to play live. I was like, I want that fucking feeling. I want the crowd to go that fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And that's my 4 right there.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
It's good for.
Hell yes.
Great Rushmores right there.
For sure. But
I'd vote for them.
Yeah.
If you could have a, if you could have a fit,
got
it
my
would be-
Votes are open right now, so if you guys want to enter on that.
So, what do you guys love most about playing music?
Oh God.
The money and the fame, dude.
The money and the
Drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rock star lifestyle.
drug, sex, and rock and roll.
I don't know, man. The shittiest part about playing music is that you practice for fucking hours and hours to play for somebody for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever it is. But just when when somebody really just fucking loves your shit and they come up to you and they want to talk to you about it, that's like the coolest feeling.
And then they do drum covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection, and like the camaraderie, the scene, like it's cool. Like everybody's friends with each other.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
I think it makes it worth it. It makes life. It's like something to add to life that makes it worth living and experiencing.
Yeah,
right.
It's like music is kind of one of those things. It's hard to explain. It's hard. It like connects everybody because everybody likes music, whatever genre it is. It just connects people. It's super sacred,
Right.
And just participating in that and creating it is different. It's different than going to your 9 to 5.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like real value to your life, not money, not this, not that.
Yeah.
It's like the hobby. It seems like a hobby, and a lot of people, the older we get, people think it's immature and shit, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've always considered my job as a hobby and music to be my actual job. So it's kind of how I've always
That's
That's a
seen
good way.
it.
That's a good way to think.
My job is temporary, and the music I'll make will never. It's going to be there forever. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how I've always felt about it. I'd fucking leave my job today if I had something to do
Right.
where I was going to be able
Something
to
that'll pay the bills. And,
something that would just if I could just scrape by and make enough, I
Right.
would do it.
Yeah.
like
yeah,
today.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's fucking hard when it's like, oh man, just I don't know, like when people just come up to you and they're just like they just know who you are and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm just some fucking dickhead from Reno that plays drums like poorly. Like, thank you.
Poorly.
Like,
What was this fucking guy?
You humble bunch
Dude,
of
you
fucking
son of a
bastards.
bitch, dude.
You haven't seen how many sticks he drops at practice.
dude, I finally moved that crash cymbal back a couple inches.
I'm just kidding.
I've been hooking it quite a bit lately.
All right. Well, that's the beauty of it, right? I mean, everybody has that thing that they take away from it, but ultimately it's, everybody's got the passion, and that passion comes from somewhere, whether it's because you want to reach out to somebody, you want to make that connection, or you want to be heard, and you want people to hear a message, right? Because, especially with like lyricism, you have messages, and but you also do that as a musician. You're able to voice this feeling that you have, or this this thought in your mind, and how do I get that out instrumentally? And that comes out in some of the weirdest ways, and sometimes very naturally, you know. And it's just an expression. And if you don't like fucking music, you're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
But and obviously, people do have
Then
that.
you're living in the cabin.
Yeah.
Like me with the beard.
With Chris Stapleton.
That's
Sipping on some smoky ass whiskey and smoking cigars, brother.
Drinking moonshine right now. White
No,
lightning.
but you're onto something though. There's something that is like evolutionary instilled in us where we can convey emotion through just notes.
Yeah, right.
And like humans are like, that's why I think it's sacred. We are at a basic level musical entities. Whatever we are drawn to it.
Yeah.
And in a way that it can make us emotionally, or like emotional, and it's like can control us.
Right.
It's weird.
Well, and
the journey started early. So like all of us,
yeah.
like we had that transition where we were switching into different things, and we were like, oh, this is cool, and we're gonna, what can I do?
Right. And just like you were saying earlier, how when you hear something and it gives you the chills,
Right.
like, everybody has that thing where like, oh yeah, that's so cool, whether it's a movie, whether it's and especially music.
Right.
Music does that to me like on the daily, and it's in different genres too. Like I can still listen to some R&B songs and be like, damn, that was just well done. You know? And that's the beauty of music, is you don't always have to say like, fuck country or fuck,
Right.
And everybody has their tastes.
Why? But time.
But
It's like food.
Well, no,
It's
exactly.
like food.
Yeah,
totally.
Well, it
Like,
takes you
totally.
back
You know,
to that time where
you
you
need
like,
it just
first-
as
Yeah,
much
you
as
need
food.
it,
Yeah.
but there's some things you're like, as good as that's supposed to be for me. I ain't fucking eating kale.
Yeah, I don't like
right,
country
yeah.
music
Yeah.
or onions.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's like that.
Yeah.
Take your dubstep and shove it up your fucking ass.
Take your dubstep and shout up your avocado.
And fuck carrots.
But yeah, so I mean, we all are in that same group. We're all in that, what drives us, and we're all working to make that happen. And whether it's some fucked up, pandemic that stops us, we're always going to find a way around it. We're always going to find that drive that keeps us pushing towards that ultimate goal, whatever that end game is. It's the water. Some people are like, shit, as soon as I do a music video, I'm done. Like that's all I wanted to do in life. And then others are like, when I play whacking or walking, or when I play that tour,
I'm whacking.
I'm whacking.
I'm whacking all the time.
When you play that tour and you're like,
I'm leaving.
or
I'm calling the cops.
This
sell a million
podcast went
records,
different
or,
direction
whatever
at
the
the end
case
there.
may be. In your minds, what is that ultimate end game for you? Like, where is it that you're like, or you don't put that?
I don't see an end. I just do it, and I'm having fun. And I with music, for me, I don't feel an end, and I don't see an end yet.
Yeah.
I feel change constantly, like in the back of my mind. And that's like, I don't want to write the same album twice. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. But I don't feel an end. Like, the passion is just something you can't get rid of. And if you're a musician, it's hard to explain that to people that aren't musicians, or
Exactly.
but they'll have their own hobby. So if there's like a way to correlate your hobby to their hobby, you could probably explain it. But I just don't see an end for me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like I've kind of already said it. It's more of like, that's what I see as my profession, is playing music and not the other way around. So I'm going to do it as long as my body will allow me to. And then once that does, I'll probably just drive my car off a cliff.
Right.
Crotchety old
Wheel
Josh.
me up.
Yeah.
Grab the wheelchair. Actually, it's electronic.
Going to the tar pit.
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys
thanks.
so much
Thanks again for
being
coming.
on this podcast.
Yes.
We really love talking with guys like you, and keep doing what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
because
please
we
do.
love what you guys are putting out.
Yes.
I've changed my
wait.
mind. I'm never playing music again.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I think this is actually the
I'm
end.
gonna throw. I'm gonna throw.
I just decided. This is it.
Yeah.
Yep, this was the last thing on my bucket list about music. So, did a podcast and, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for
So,
having us.
yeah.
guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. I also wanted to bring up some upcoming shows too as well. So Reverse the Cycle is playing tonight at Cellar. That's Altura's.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I'm also going to be attempting guitar. So I will be playing guitar
That's scary.
tonight. And then
terrified.
tomorrow night we are opening up for Soulfly. And
Shameless plug.
I know, shameless. I'm going to put it on there.
I said there's like 4 bands in Reno.
Yeah. And I'm in, yeah.
Just
So
different
fucking true.
vocalists.
Yeah.
But somehow MRC is packed. I don't get it.
Yeah.
People just live there. It's
We
cheaper
got a
rent.
tent right out back. Falling Axe also is tomorrow, so be sure to check that. That's on the Cellar too, as well. Punk versus Metal is in South Lake Tahoe, and I also will be there playing in another band.
Shameless.
If anybody's watching
You are a
Wastewalker
band
from Sacramento's
whore.
playing tonight too. At the Matador.
But do you guys have any plugs you'd like to
Yeah, you guys
shout
wanna
out? Hey,
shout
go
out
check
anything?
this out. What to expect from Fervence?
Yeah, check out Trent's SoundCloud rapper page.
You're right, yeah.
I deleted that a long time ago. That's been scrubbed from the internet. Don't bring it up again, or
it's
I'll
never.
stab you outside.
It's there forever.
It's still there.
Oh, wait, I don't know if I can say that on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't mean that.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah,
joke.
yeah.
Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, that was a joke.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, Cyborg Octopus.
Yes.
We're going to have a new album coming out this year, hopefully, sometime. And then this new band called Animus that I'm kind of messing around with a little bit. Be going on tour with them in June, so that'll be cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Be looking for that.
Yeah. Check out everything Jerry Klein's doing because he's a fucking
Yes.
animal. That's really it, man.
Well, you guys can like and subscribe to Fervence too.
Absolutely.
And all of
and
that stuff.
our-
Beat me to it.
I forgot about our band. Sorry.
What? And if you haven't, obviously, you guys got to go check out Fervence. Go check out their Facebook
everything.
page. Go check out their Instagram. Check out their
lyric
YouTube.
videos. Check out everything. You
Everything.
fucking assholes.
Like, subscribe,
have,
follow these guys.
You're not doing anything
Spotify.
anyway.
Check out any major platform.
Yeah.
You can find their EP Ghost. It is out. You can find it anywhere, and trust me, you will not be disappointed.
Bunch of no talent ass clowns, all of us.
And tax. No, we have some stuff in the works in the pipeline that we're working on that is pretty exciting, but we're dragging our feet because of COVID and
Even more reason to like, subscribe, and follow, because then you'll get the news right when it comes
Well,
out.
we're gonna definitely have to have you guys on
Absolutely.
after all.
Oh yes,
yeah.
this was awesome.
yeah, that'll be fun.
So,
Yeah. Because we did 2
There's some really cool
hours.
shit coming, so
Yeah.
you guys will like it. Hopefully.
Nice.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Check us out next week. We'll let you know when the next episode is coming out and when to check us out.
And who is gonna be on there?
Who's going to be there. So thanks for checking out the Dark Figures podcast. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Get fucking.